Women at every stage of life want a healthcare experience uniquely theirs, where excellence meets elegance and healthcare is personalized just for you. Scott County Hospital and Scott City Clinic's skilled physicians and nurses will help your family prepare for the birth of your baby. The private, comfortable, secure rooms for labor, delivery, and postpartum care include jacuzzi tubs for pain management during labor. Call Scott City Clinic to set an appointment today. We put our heart in healthcare.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the App Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
Scott County Hospital is a highly trained team of motivated and compassionate professionals serving the needs of their community. Dr. Matthew Burns is a general surgeon whose specialty is caring for all patients with elective and emergency surgeries. Why travel for hours when you can be seen right here in Western Kansas? Dr. Burns is specially trained in colonoscopy, gallbladder, and laparoscopic surgeries, hernia repair, wound care, and much more. Scott County Hospital. We put our heart in healthcare.
Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
Tested travels. We were trying to do too much instead of just do the easy things. You know, we just got to make sure we get our feet set. We know what our pivot foot is and make sure we have a good pass. Do the fundamental things right.
Yeah, Brooke had that big fourth quarter, 12 of her 18 in the final period there, ended up with 18 points and just shy of a double-double with 9 rebounds. And take a look at what she's been able to do there. That was big getting her going down in the paint on Tuesday.
You know, she's doing a good job of starting to post and get where she needs to go. You know, she made the adjustment from posting too low in the first half to posting where she needed to have room to work the big girl on her post moves. And, you know, when she's on and she's doing things right, she's a force in the paint. She can control the boards. So we just got to make sure she becomes more consistent, not just in the fourth quarter.
Once again, it's Coach Amy Felker here pregame tonight. Scott City takes on the Ulysses Lady Tigers, a team that's 2-11 on the year, and they've struggled since the Christmas break, have not won a game, but guys have beat them pretty good first game of the year. As you take a look at Ulysses tonight, what's maybe a little different from the first time around?
Well, there's some people that haven't been in the lineup these last couple games, so we're just gonna see who comes out on the court. They've tried another little defense, so we're gonna have to react to what they put out on the court. We're just going to have to be ready for them pushing and being the physical team that they are, but we're just going to have to control what we do and work hard.
It's one of those games where this may be a good opportunity for you guys to get a win and get some confidence. How big would that be to maybe get that win and get the confidence heading into the final 5 games of the season?
We really need to not just win this game, but really do well and execute and get everything rolling because the confidence is big. We've got 6 regular season games left, and each game is just going to build and help us get the momentum going into sub-state. So, this is a big win for us tonight to get that ball rolling.
Should be a good one here for Scott City tonight, as it's a league game with the Ulysses Lady Tigers. Coach Amy Felker here pregame. Coach, thanks for the time and good luck to you guys.
Thanks, Adam.
That was Scott City Lady Beaver coach Amy Felker. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Hugh Berta-Benz and Scottsdale and Leota. More to come in your pregame show. We'll have a breakdown of the matchup, bring you starters, keys of the game, and the tip-off after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball. Welcome back to Ulysses. When it comes to... All right, let's go.
It takes more than just the seed to raise a good crop.
It takes the effort of a great team.
It takes the same teamwork and dedication to be successful on the football field.
Two receivers said it'll be an option play, but hand off to the fullback, Golden. He finds nothing.
Vogelmore Family Farms is proud to be part of Scott community, where together we raise our most important crop of all, our kids.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agriculture property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
Furrow Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Furrow Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
For more than 65 years,
that's one of their longest.
Been the region's leader in
16-18. If they win tonight, it'll be their longest since 2002 to 2004, when they had a big streak in that series during that time frame. So it's been a long time since Scott City could win up to 6 in a row in the series. That'd be 3 straight years of a sweep. And Lady Beavers just really have had a tough 2022 portion of their schedule. They have lost 7 of their 8 games here. Their only win was Smoky Valley, who's now ranked number 10 in Class 3A. Go figure. But that was a good win for Scott City. Losses to Hugoton twice, lost to Holcomb, Goodland, Sterling, Cimarron, and then Hayes on Tuesday night. But all but Hugoton and Cimarron are ranked teams. Cimarron was ranked preseason and up until about early mid-January. But that's the case there for them. But Scott City, they need to get a win here to get some confidence back here. That's still a pretty good team, and they still have a lot to play for in the postseason coming up here. That's coming very fast. The seeding is going to be less than about 3.5 weeks away from that, actually, to be exact, and less than 3.5 weeks away from, or less than 3 weeks away, actually, for that. That's how fast the season's coming to a close here. But the Beavers the other night went on that 8.5, 9-minute stretch without any points, and they give up a bulk of their points on the road to Hayes on Tuesday night, and that really did them in. Otherwise, it was a pretty even game. They only lost the second half by 2, so you take a look at that. Scott City very much a part of that matchup. Other than that second quarter, it really did them in. They were down by 15 at the break, but Lady Beavers in the first meeting between these two, it was a dominating performance, 53-19 over the Lady Tigers. Lady Beavers had 9 points, 8 boards from Brooke Strine. They were led by Amber Lotta's 20. And good efforts there all across in that game on Friday night, or that Friday night in December in Scott City. That was Lady Beavers' first win of the year. They would go to 5-1 pre-Christmas break with Scott City with that win. And Cimarron, Ulysses, they're playing once again with that Chloe Curl. She's probably not going to be playing all year. Had surgery in the offseason between volleyball and basketball, and she's going to be out for the rest of this year more than likely. But they did get Hayden Riley back, who hurt her ankle in volleyball, but she is back, and she is starting tonight for Ulysses. So that's big senior there, averages 3 points. This is a team that really struggles scoring the ball. The high point of points this year is 44. In a win over Southwestern Heights, they've had 44 and 39, and then 30 twice. Out of their 12 games, they've only hit 30 or more points 4 times this year. They've had a pretty good schedule, though. They lost to Colby, Lamar, and Chanute in the orange and black. Hugoton last week, Cimarron, Holcomb, Dodge City, who's very good. They gave up 89 points to them. Cimarron's leading scorer this year is Cammie Kinney. She averages 4.3 points a game against, once again, a team that's really struggling. Averaging 22 points a game. So Scott City needs to get off to a hot start, put them away, and give an opportunity to get a league win and get to 1-1 with Lincoln and Holcomb coming to town next week. We'll take a timeout, and we'll have your starters. Let's take a 2-minute break. This is Scott City Beaver basketball. City Beaver basketball.
Equal housing lender.
Starting lineups here tonight presented by Security State Bank in Scott City and Leota. Free bill pay and online banking, safe, secure, and easy to use. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. For the Scott City Lady Beavers, coached by Amy Felker in her second season, assisted by Aaron Myers and Hunter Hope. They are 6-8 on the year, 0-1 in the league. It'll be Ellen Rumford, the 6'1 senior, averaging 4 points and 6.6 rebounds per ball game. Also, Brooke Strine, the 6' junior, averages 11 points and 8.5 rebounds contest. Also, Amber Lotta, the 5'5 senior, 10.7 points, 2.3 rebounds. Erica Felker, a 5'5 sophomore, at 11.8 points and 4.2 rebounds. And Allie Patton, the 5'9 senior, averages 5.3 points and 3.6 rebounds a game. So once again, Ella Rumford, Brooke Strine, Amber Lotta, Erica Felker, and Allie Patton. For the Ulysses Tigers, coached by Tim Hofferman, his 9th season here in Ulysses. He is assisted by Corey Bixler, Audrey Marshall, and Amanda Langley. The starting 5 tonight for Scott City, or for Ulysses rather, would be Delia Garcia, 5'7 senior, 3.7 points or 4 rebounds a game. Kylie Hartman, a 5'7 senior, 1.7 point, 1.7 rebound. Hayden Riley, the 5'7 senior, 3.2 points and 2.4 rebounds a game. Also, Cammie Kenny, the 5'11 junior, at 4.3 points, 6.3 boards, and Grace Murray, a 6'1 senior, at 4.1 points and 4.5 rebounds. Dalia Garcia, Kylie Hartman, Hayden Riley, Cammie Kenny, and Grace Murray, the starting 5 for the Tigers of Ulysses. Those are your starting lineups. Keys of the game here presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout. We go with the proven winner. When it comes to insurance, they score big with their policy holders. Keys tonight for Scott City, I think the first thing is play with confidence. They've been lacking that here as of late. Second key is put the pedal and don't let up. Put the pedal to the metal, do not let up. Scott City needs to get off to a hot start, put Ulysses away. Don't make them believe that they can stay in this game and hang in this game. Those are your keys here tonight, presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout. Other games in the league tonight, you have Hugoton at Colby. They're playing that at Colby High School because the event center is being hosted by the Western Kansas Liberty League tournament. Goodland is at Holcomb. And then you have Cimarron non-league play against Lake. And, of course, Lake comes to Scott City next week. Brooke Strine and also Grace Murray, 3 against 33. Ulysses in their home white uniforms with the orange numbers and letters. Scott City in those road navy blue uniforms with the light blue numbers and letters and white trim. And the tip is underway as Scott City wins the tap. According to Ulysses announcer Bob Dale, Ulysses has not won an opening tap all year, and that continues to hold true. Scott City throws it away early on. First turnover of the game. Here's Ulysses with it, with Hayden Riley running the points. He's a 5'7 senior, did not play, as I mentioned in the first meeting. Right elbow to Kenny, guarded by Rumford, and then we're going to get a whistle and a tie-up between Patton and Riley. It's going to still be Ulysses basketball with 7:34 to go first quarter. Just underway, no score. The Tigers inbound it in sideline. Still have not inbounded it in, and they just do to avoid a 5 count. Garcia was just holding that ball, acting like she had all the time in the world there, and then finally gave it off. 7:20 here in the opening period. Ball deflected, stolen by Lotta. Both teams with a turnover right off the bat. Lotta's going to take it right side, coast to coast, layup good. 2-0 Scott City, 45 seconds into the game. So good start here for the Lady Beavers. They need to continue this here. Up 2-0. As I mentioned, Scott City has won the last 5 in the series. They won in this building 40-17 to kick off the Amy Felker era last year. Ball stripped and loose, picked up by Lotta, and then loses it right back. Teams trade turnovers there. And now shot up, banked in and out and back home for Kylie Hartman. The senior ties it up at 2. 6:44 to go first quarter. So our first tie of the night, and Scott City with the ball. It seems like forever since they've had a possession. Strine with it, up top to Lotta. Turns down the 3. Now she'll drive inside the foul line to Erica Felker. Driving left side is cut off. Back up top to Lotta. It feels like Scott City last 2 or 3 games, it's the only, or Felker's been the only one that's hit a 3. Now dumping underneath, ball deflected out by Ulysses as Strine tried to get it backside to Ellen Rumford. Still going to be Lady Beaver ball. With 6:18 to go first quarter, we're tied at 2. Felker to triggered and up the foul line to Allie Patton, she'll take the shot. She'll be short. Rebound, Strine, she'll throw it up. Can't get it, but she's fouled. And 2 free throws coming up here for Strine. She was 1 rebound away from a double-double on Tuesday night officially at Hayes with 18 points and 9 rebounds. A foul on Grace Murray, the 6'1 senior first, team's first. Strine on the year. The junior, 76%, too strong. Scott City's first miss in a couple of games. They were 7 of 7 at Hayes on Tuesday night. They only had 1 miss against Cimarron the night before, but Strine puts that one down, and Lady Beavers reclaim the lead 3-2. 6:14 to go, first period of play. So Scott City back on top by a point. So we're nearly 2 minutes into this game. Riley running it, ball poked away by Lotta, but out of bounds. See, Scott City can kind of turn things up here a little bit. Ulysses playing a little bit of a defense, as you heard from Coach Felker in the pregame interview, and that puts into a factor a little bit here of what's going on. 2 minutes in, still 3-2 Scott City. Ulysses with the ball. Garcia drives the right baseline. Now bounce pass poked out, and it'll be picked up by Garcia, right wing. Guarded by Lotta up top to Hayden Riley. You can tell that Ulysses wants to keep this pace at a snail's pace, and they've done so far as Patton knocks it out of bounds with 5:42 to go. I think Scott City would like to maybe turn it up a little bit more. As Ulysses inbounds it, almost a bump on Scott City. Hayden Riley has it. She'll go left side. Now out high left wing to Kinney for a 3. That's too strong. Rebound, Scott City has it in the hands of Erica Felker. Kinney has only hit 2 threes this year. Ulysses as a team from the field, just 22%. Patton goes right side layup, hits the side of the backboard. Strine had the rebound, had her shot blocked, and then out high to Erica Felker. And a 3 up top for Lotta is knocked down. She has her 10th triple, and Scott City has a 6-2 lead with 5:15 to go, first quarter. So Scott City with a couple of offensive boards there. And here's Ulysses back the other way. Up and under move, short for Kinney on the right baseline. Rebound to Ella Rumford. She gets her first board of the night. 6-2 Scott City, just under 5 minutes to go, first quarter with the ball back. Moving left to right as I see it up top here at Ulysses. Now Rumford to Patton. Will work it over left side to Lotta. Up top to Erica Felker. Kind of a 1-3-1 look here. Now Strine will go to, somehow gets to Rumford, back to Lotta. From Patton for a 3, right side. That one rims in and out. Patton with the backside board. She is fouled going up, and she'll get 2 free throws as Cammie Kinney called for the foul. Scott City already 4 offensive boards here in the first quarter with 4:36 to go. Allie Patton to the line for 2 free throws. She's 77% there on the year. First of 2 is knocked down. 7-2 Scott City up by 5 with 4:36 to go, first quarter. Daisy Ballesteros and Clarissa Cianukui in. 30-second timeout taken by Coach Tim Hoffeber. 4:36 left in the first quarter. Basketball tonight presented here by the Booster Club corporate sponsors, including Wendy's, White's Food Line, Wheatland Electric, Western State Bank, Western Kansas Insurance, Vogelmore Family Farms, Turner Sheet Metal True North Cafe, Original Grande, also. Let's see here. Stevens Veterinary Services, State Farm Insurance, Spencer Pest Control, Security State Bank, and Scott Pro. Lady Beavers up 5 here with the 4:36 mark of the opening quarter, 7-2. And we're going to have another free throw pending here. Two free throws coming up here. Or second of 2, that is, for Patton. She has the first 2. And 8-2 your score here with 4:36 to go, first quarter. As Ella Rumford checks out, and in is going to be Mallory Cupp here. At the 4.5 minute mark of the first quarter, it's 8-2. With the dribble here is Cianukui, guarded by Felker out high. Scott City going to man-to-man look, and Lotta with the steal. Third turnover, Layup left side is good, and Lotta has 7. 10-2 Scott City. 4:16 to go, first quarter. And Scott City normally doesn't play man, but they're going to switch it up a little bit, see if that leads to success for them tonight. Really the biggest thing is on rebounding, and that's hurt them last couple games. A lot of that is because they were in a zone. Turnover number 4 on Ulysses. They're called for the travel out high. And Scott City with the lead. And the three for Felker, too strong. Rebound right side for Mallory Cup, another offensive board. That's the 5th offensive board of the quarter for Scott City. Just past the midway point of this first quarter at 10-2 for Scott City. And Lotta, she'll cut right lane line, splits the defenders. Tough shot, somehow crawls in. She has 9, and it's a 12-2 Scott City lead, a 10-0 run with 3:40 to go first quarter here in the quieted gym here at Ulysses. Ulysses 2-10 on the year. Their wins against Plainville and Southwestern Heights, and Patton with the steal of Riley Eye. She'll go right side of the layup, and that crawls in. She has 4. 14-4, 3:24 to go first quarter, and Scott City has forced 5 turnovers. They have 4 steals in those 5 turnovers. 3:17 to go first quarter. Here's Riley going by Patton. Will take it strong. Layup is bouncing off, and the rebound, Felker unable to save it, and it'll stay with the Tigers. With 2:10 to go first quarter. 14-2 Scott City on a 12-0 run. And they'll inbound it in, and that time deflected out by Amber Lotta. It'll still stay with Ulysses. They'll just have to inbound it in a different location here. Inbound into Sianiqui, high right to Dalia Garcia. 3 minutes to go first quarter. Ulysses with the ball down 14-2. It's a busy schedule here for Ulysses. 8 games and another Lotta steal, her 3rd steal, I believe, and the 6th Tiger. Turnover, and Lotta already with 11. She has 11 of the 16 for Scott City. Timeout, Ulysses. It's a full. We'll take it as well. 2:49 to go first quarter. Ulysses 16. Scott City 2. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
For more than 65 years, Tetro has been the region's leader in intelligent, efficient, and budget-friendly plumbing and HVAC. Through pre-construction, intelligent construction services, commercial and industrial service, residential plumbing and HVAC service, the company's values of respect, excellence, and determination can be seen through everything we do. Tetro commits to provide reliable services through team enrichment, training, and technology to be the contractor of choice.
Conditioning, South Highway 83 in Scott City, where they do whatever it takes.
Open Spaces Sports. 2:40 to go first quarter. Lady Beavers on a 14-0 run, and they have a 16-2 lead as they have turned the screws up on Ulysses here in the early going, and they force another turnover. That time Cup with the steal, leading a 3-on-1 charge. Cup will take it right side, layup short, but she's fouled. Hayden Riley with a foul her first. That's the 8th turnover and the 7th Scott City steal of this first quarter. 3 fouls on Ulysses. Scott City on a 14-0 run to have a 16-2 lead with 2.5 to go first quarter. Cup, who had 4 points in the first meeting between the two teams back in the early December, rattles that one in and out. This is Scott City's 5th and 6th trip to the line. They're now 3 of 5 at the line. It's a 14-0 Scott City run after the game was tied at 2 just about 4 minutes and 14 seconds ago. Second free throw short as well, but Strine with the rebound and the follow short. Got her own rebound, tipped it to herself. That time it crawls in, and she has her first field goal and 3 points and 4 rebounds. Already 7 offensive boards. 18-2 with 2:20 to go first quarter. Scott City on a 16-0 run. Driving strong to the basket. Layup no. Crawls off for Garcia. And Ella Rumford grabs her second board of the night and outlets it left to Amber Lotta. 18-2 as we approach 2 to go first quarter. Right side to Cup in the corner to Erica Felker looking to drive in. And somehow gets to the Strine left elbow. She'll take the jumper. It crawls off. Rebound in the paint to Mallory Cup to Strine. I thought she was going to fire the 3, but she did not. But Felker will fire the 3 just a little strong, and Lotta with an offensive board. Scott City with 8 offensive boards, and that make that 9 of the period. And Lady Beavers with an 18-2 lead, 100 seconds to go first quarter. Amber Lotta has 11 of the Scott City's 18 points here. Felker with the dribble up top, goes right corner. Nice cut, deflected, but picked up by Strine. He'll throw it back at the Cup. She'll give it to Felker just inside the foul line. She'll drive in and somehow gets it to Rumford up top Strine. She'll try the triple. That'll be too strong off the heel, and rebound loose and picked up that time by Cammie Kinney. She swings the elbows around. Just the second offensive board of the game second board of the game overall for Ulysses. Scott City owning the glass 11-2. Final minute 8 of this first quarter, 18-2. Scott City with a 16-point lead. Ulysses with the ball. Almost a 5-minute drought for the Tigers. Sianikwe with it, guarded tightly by Felker, gets it poked, picks it, tries to dribble it back, and almost dribbled it out of bounds. Then she will be called for a travel. Good defense by Felker, or the 9th Tiger turnover. Patton will check in for Strine. In is Grace Murray, and also Lillian Rojas, a 5'7" freshman. As out is Daisy Ballesteros and Dalia Garcia. Also in for the first time, Casey Riley. She is a freshman. Riley, a 5'7" freshman. 48 seconds to go first quarter. Behind the defense to Patton for 2. She has 6, and it's 20-2. 42 seconds to go first quarter. Patton with a half a dozen. And Scott City has built an 18-0 lead after it was tied at 2. 30 seconds to go first quarter. Riley using up a dribble, needs help. Bounce pass almost, that's off the foot of Lotta as it goes out of bounds. And we get a sub in, or let's see, we got official timeout here with 28.3 to go first quarter. I don't know if maybe there's a book error because they're looking at, and now they bring a second official over. They're going to send the teams to the bench. It looks like the GWAC wrestling tournament is officially done at Scott City, and the Beavers didn't have their best of days, but they had some injuries during the day, and hopefully nothing too serious, but they hung on and won their 5th consecutive GWAC title by 3 points over Goodland. 178-175. Colby had 153. Holcomb 64.5. Cimarron 61.5. Ulysses 45 and Hugoton 40. That's the league standings there. So congratulations, Scott City, 5-time GWAC champions. It looks like that's according to the track of wrestling, because no matches are being wrestled right now. So way to hang on, and a team effort for the win. They'll have a home duel next Thursday against Cimarron. I believe that's the night where they'll also include the youth and the wrestling, the kids club. There's a technical foul awarded to assess, that is, I should say, not awarded. You don't ever award technicals, assess technicals to Ulysses book error. Erica Felker at the foul line. She is the first of 2 and sinks home the second. So now it's a 20-0 run for Scott City, and 28.3 to go here in the first quarter. It's 22-2, and Scott City will get the ball back as well. Does not count as a personal foul, so book error on Ulysses cost them 2 points as Felker to inbound it. That's, that says a lot, being on their home court here, that the home officials, or the official scorers, did not cheat them. Layup, no for Lotta, but the follow by Rumford is good, 24-2, as Rumford gets her 3rd offensive board, the 10th of the quarter, and Scott City with a 24-2 lead with 8 seconds to go here in the first quarter. With it as Hayden Riley goes left. Will drive left side. Her floater bounces off, and the rebound follow-up no for Grace Murray, and that's the end of your first quarter. A 22-0 run over the last 6:14 for Scott City, and they have opened up a huge lead. 24-2 after 1. Come back in a minute for the second quarter. This is Beaver Basketball. Beaver Basketball.
American Implement, we know that our farmers and ranchers are getting up and going to work every morning to provide food, fuel, and fiber for the world. And even though time and technology keeps us constantly changing, one thing will always remain the same. We promise that we'll continue working right beside you. We appreciate all that you do for our country and our communities. From all of us at American Implement, thank you, and may God bless the American farmer and rancher.
Is your dog ungroomed and smelly? Then come on by the new and improved Wagon Wash, located at 501 Jackson Street in Scott City, Kansas. We added on a dog wash for your pet's hygienic needs. There are 6 different modes you can choose from: shampoo, oatmeal conditioner, rinse, odor control, flea and tick, and blow dry. Our facilities are regularly cleaned, and we have a vending machine full of treats for you and your pet. Follow us on Facebook at Wagon Wash Car Wash.
Scott City ball to begin the second quarter with a 24-2 lead here over Ulysses. And ball deflected, picked up by Ella Rumford, holds it right side to Allie Patton. She'll try a triple. She'll bury a triple. She has her 8th three of the year and has 9 first-half points, and it's a 25-0 run for Scott City. 7:40 to go first half at 27-2. Scott City led by Amber Lotta with 11. Allie Patton now with 9. Scott City hits their second triple of the night. Their 10th field goal of the half. They're now 10 of 20 from the field. They had 12 field goals the whole first half against Ulysses, and Scott City commits their first foul of the night on the other end. With 7:25 to go first half. Mallory Cups first. That'll send Hayden Riley to the line where she's 3 of 6. She's scoreless. Did not play in the first meeting, but is a much-needed senior for Ulysses, who struggles scoring the ball here. First of 2 charity shots is good, and that'll end a 25-0 Scott City run with 7:25 to go first half at 27-3. This is the first trip for Ulysses to the line. They're just 47% as a team. They were 2 of 10 in the first meeting, and Riley sinks them both, and it's now 27-4. That ends that 25-0 run, and Hayden Riley the first 2 for Ulysses. Kylie Hartman had the other 2 for the Tigers. Felker with it up top to Patton. She'll try another 3, and she will be off to the left on that one. Good effort by Cup trying to track it down, but the ball will go out of bounds and go to Ulysses. Tigers also committed 9 turnovers in that first quarter. Scott City out-rebounded Ulysses 12-3 in the opening 8 minutes. First minute of the second quarter, it is 27-4. Tori Ford and Amber Lotta to check in. Now Kenny goes up and draws the foul on Ella Rumford. That's her first, team second. So Kenny will have 2 charity shots coming, a 48% free throw shooter on the year. 2 free throws here for Kenny. Junior free throw off the heel. And Scott City brings in Amber Lotta and Tori Ford for the first time. Erica Felker and Ella Rumford will step out. Ford the second off the bench for the Beavers. Ulysses has already played 4 off the bench here in the first half. Second charity toss for Kenny. That one too strong. Rebound, Tori Ford. She had her 6 points against Ulysses in the first meeting on a couple of threes. That's 2 of her 3 varsity threes this year. 27-4, 6:50 to go first half. Ford left corner to Mallory Cup. Hits it into Strine, left block, catches it, goes up strong, and she was pushed toward the baseline and throws it up and draws the foul. She wasn't going to get the shot. She was very far underneath the basket. But she drew the foul, and that was a good heady move by Stride. I don't know if she meant to do that on purpose, but it works. She keep doing that, and even though you're not going to even come close to making the shot, but she misses the free throw. She has 3 points tonight. Scott City 5 of 9 at the line. Ulysses now 2 of 4, 27-4, 6:46 to go first half. And she hits the second. Ulysses is 1 of 6 from the field. Strine hits that free throw. She has 4. She's 2 of 4 at the line, 28-4, 6:40 to go first half. Lady Beavers up by 24. They've led by as many as 25 in this game. They had a 25-0 run after it was tied at 2 about 8 minutes ago. That's when it started. And a screen, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Grace Murray, her second. Team's 5th. As Nathan Morris makes the call. And back over it goes to Scott City with the 28-4 lead. 6:25 to go first half here from Ulysses High School. Second of 2 meetings this year. Scott City, at least as of 1980, leads the series 48-37. Cup will take the deep 2. She'll be a little strong on that. Backside board to Cammie Kenny. But that was a good shot for Cup. She needs to keep shooting those longer range shots and keep defenses more honest, and they see the film on her. 6 minutes to go first half. She's going to hit one of those one of these days. Riley uses up her dribble, and Cup with tight defense. Then here's her runner. Hartman will lay it up too strong with the backside board, and a foul is going to be assessed to Allie Patton, her first. Team's 3rd, all in this quarter with 5:54 to go first half. And Grace Murray, the 6'1 senior, in line to shoot 2. Interestingly enough, she was running some of the music in the JV game, talked to her, and she said this is just her 2nd year in Ulysses, and hits the free throw. She's 50% on the year, 28-5, 5:54 to go first half, and she's a senior. And Erica Felker, Ella Rumford, and Mallory Cup, Allie Patton check out. Scott City up by 23 here, 2 minutes into this second quarter of play. The free throw is off to the right for Marianella Rumford with her 4th board of the half. She had 3 points and 9 rebounds in the first meeting. Scott City with the ball. Ford with the right swing 3. That one's off the heel. Rebound to Hayden Riley for the Tigers. And now loose on the floor. And then she loses it and still loose. So we're going to get a, nope, not a tie-up. Almost thrown away, but there are 4 Lady Tigers still in the vicinity. And Ulysses keeps possession here with 5.5 to go first half. It didn't look pretty, but they found a way to keep the basketball. Nice cut in the paint here to Hartman. She'll go right side. Her shot is short. Rebound to Brooke Strine, who collects her 6th board of the half. 5:15 to go second quarter, 28-5 for Scott City. Felker will drive right side. Splits 2 and will lay it up and score it. Her first field goal, she has 4, 30-5 with 5 minutes to go first half. That time she caught the Tiger defense just pretty much with concrete feet there. They were planted there, and Felker just says, excuse me, let me get to the basket, and I'll get 2. 4:50 to go first half. That's pretty much how it was portrayed there. Now almost a hack there, and almost a carry by Hartman. She uses up her dribble. Now low pass, though, to Grace Murray toward the right elbow. Now entry feed to Kenny. Goes around Ford, leaves the shot short. Follow up, no. Rebound tipped. Good job by Ford tipping it so she can get the board. Scott City with a 25-point lead. Ford with it. Left corner to Ella Rumford. Holds at 4:25 now to Ford. Out high it goes over to Erica Felker to Strine at the foul line. Back to Rumford. She doesn't take the 3. She's nobody guarding her there. And now to Lauda. She has 11 points, has not taken a shot this quarter. She'll drive in, flip it up top. Now Ford will drive, penetrate right side. She'll lay it up, leave it too strong. Rebound Grace Murray for Ulysses. Good look by Ford, just couldn't get it finished. Midway second quarter. It's a 6-3 run for Scott City so far with a 30-5 lead here. Hayden Riley with it now, a high right to Dahlia Garcia. Scott City stayed man defense pretty much this entire night. Garcia with the dribble, guarded by Ella Rumford. It's number 1 on number 1, and now over to Hayden Riley, guarded by Erica Felker. Lead pass, backdoor fade, layup no, and a foul on Scott City, and 2 free throws coming for Ulysses here. That's all of a sudden Scott City's 4th foul. The foul will be charged to Tori Forder first. 2 free throws for Dahlia Garcia, who's 38% at the line this year. Ulysses has shot 6 free throws in this quarter. They're 3 of 6. And now banked in, 4 of 7, 30-6. 3:38 to go first half. And Cheyenne Kramer in for the first time, as well as Mallory Cup returning the lineup for Scott City. So Kramer, the 5A sophomore, getting second quarter play. And Daisy Ballesteros in for Ulysses as well. They had another one check in, and that off to the left for the second free throw. Rebound, Ella Rumford at the board. That was Clarissa Cianiqui stopping as Rumford. Now Patton up top. Goes left side to Mallory Cup with under 3.5. She'll dribble it out high to Rumford, who's out high looking for a cutter. Now hold it, hesitated with a smile on her face. Give it to Felker. Back to Rumford. Deflected, but picked up by Felker, and she is going to be called for a travel. That'll be Scott City's 3rd turnover of the night. 3:15 to go first half. Scott City with a big lead of 30-6. They've dominated this first half. Just outside of 3 minutes to go first half. Right side, here's Daisy Ballesteros, and she travels with it, an unforced error. 11th Tiger turnover. 3:03 to go first half. They've not had a field goal since the 6:44 mark of the first quarter. That's when it was tied to 2. Since then, it's been a 28-4 Scott City run. 3 minutes to go first half. The scoring has subsided for really Scott City here in the second quarter after a 24-point quarter, just 6 in this period. They're in pace for 96 points, and then they turn it over again. Their 4th turnover, back-to-back Scott City errors here. 2:45 to go first half. They've kind of lost a little bit of their aggressiveness here in the second quarter after building up a 22-point lead after 1. Now pulling up right elbow jumper, bounces off, tipped, but in the hands of Garcia. She'll go up, no. Rebound to Cheyenne Kramer for Scott City. 2:28 to go second quarter. Here's Felker bringing it across the timeline. Goes left corner to Allie Patton. Patton holds it. Now she'll dribble around the perimeter. We'll go right out high to Mallory Cup. Right baseline to Cheyenne Kramer. Backside to Patton. She'll take the mid-range jumper left and knock it down. She has 11, and it's 32-6. 2:08 to go first half. Scott City's first field goal in nearly 3 minutes, and now they have their largest lead of the night at 26 as we're at the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. Bounce pass almost stolen. Now here's Kenny going around Kramer. O'Hang, bank shot good. Their first 2 points of the night, 32-8. 1:52 to go first half, and that's their first field goal in nearly 11 minutes. Driving in, it's Felker. She'll go up, count it, and one. Felker was 6, 34-8, 1:44 to go first half. 16 fell on Ulysses. That'll be on Daisy Ballesteros, her first. Subs across. Tori Ford, Brooks Drine in for Scott City. Ella Rumford and Allie Patton check out is going to be Dahlia Garcia and Cammie Kinney for Ulysses. In is Grace Murray and also Lily and Rojas. Felker to the line, free throw good. She now has 7. And now Amber Lotta can return for her. 35-8, Scott City with an 11-6 second quarter run. 104 seconds remaining, second period of play. Ulysses with the ball down, 27 points, and now Rojas probably almost traveled with the basketball. It's kind of a bad dribble. With it is Hayden Riley. Now the foul line to Ballesteros right side. That's Ziniqui, and then, they're going to call a push on Cup, and that's going to be her second, team's 5th. I don't know if there was much of a push there, but there might have been a little bit of a bump, just enough to get the pivot foot driven off of Ziniqui. 1:25 to go first half. Ulysses with the ball, Ziniqui with the drive right side on Cup. Blocked out of there by Lotta. It'll still stay with Ulysses with a 1:22 to go first half. There's a silent pie auction, said the announcer, and it's pretty silent in here. Here's a 3 up top, and that is wide right. Rebound tipped out high and in the hands of Ziniqui, who missed it. And Ulysses with another crack at it, and a shot up no, and Ford lost it, but picked up by Ulysses and then ripped away by Kramer. Turnover number 12 on the Tigers. Final minute of this first half. 27-point lead for Scott City. It's their largest. They led 24-2 after the first. Into stride, splits the defenders high off the glass and home. She has 6, 37-8 with 49 seconds to go first half. Lady Beavers up 29 in this first half. 5 players have scored. 4 of them have scored pretty big amounts. 30 seconds to go second quarter. Here's Hayden Riley, goes straight right side, hits the side of the board, and Cheyenne Kramer off the bench with a couple of boards. Final 30 seconds of this half. Scott City up 29, at 37-8. 24 seconds to go. Kramer, bounce pass, trying to get into stride, who catches it up top to Ford. She'll shoot a 3 up top, and it's good. Tori Ford, her 4th 3 of the year, 40-8 with 13 seconds to go first half. Scott City with a 16-6 second quarter run. The Lady Beavers hit their 3rd triple of the half. With 3 seconds, 2 seconds, Ulysses with it. Ziniqui will throw up a 3, bounces off, and that's your first half. A 40-8 halftime lead for Scott City as they outscore Ulysses 16-6 in the second 8 minutes of play, and they lead by 32 at intermission. We'll come back in 3 minutes for the first half. Stats and more. This is Scott City Beaver basketball. Beaver basketball.
The dedicated team at Norder Supply is passionate about assisting our customers in achieving maximum net return per acre. That is how we define our success. Through unparalleled agronomic advice and best-in-class customer service, you can depend on us to do what is best for your operation. Ask them today about their spot-on service and how it can fill your needs. Norder Supply. Plain talk, exceptional results.
At Turner Sheet Metal, our main goal is to enhance the comfort of your home while making sure that our customers are 100% satisfied. Need your furnace checked for the winter? Call us. Need your air conditioner cleaned for the summer? Our NATE certified technicians are the guys for the job. Turner Sheet Metal, your Bryant authorized dealer in Scott City, can also help you save up to 40% on your heating and cooling costs with a Bryant Evolution system. Call for a free estimate and let us help keep your family comfortable and safe. Turner Sheet Metal, South Highway 83 in Scott City. Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations at our Scott City optometry office and specialize in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology and are committed to improving the quality of life of persons in the Scott City community through enhanced vision. Give yourself the gift of clear vision. Schedule an appointment with Joshua J. Gooden, OD, today.
Go with the proven winner. I'm Michael Trout from State Farm in Scott City. When it comes to auto insurance, we score big with our policyholders. We score on competitive rates, on customer service, and on satisfaction and speedy claim handling. Let us quote your autos today and make you a part of the Trout State Farm team. Call or stop by Michael Trout State Farm and you can be assured of our personal best. Go with the winner, Michael Trout State Farm, Scott City.
Adam Kadavy with you. 40-8, season high of first half points for the Lady Beavers as they have dominated every facet of this game here in the first half. A 32-point lead over the Ulysses Lady Tigers. They went on a 25-0 run in about a 7-minute stretch in the first half, or 6.5-minute stretch in the first half. Led 24-2 after one, led 27-2. Ulysses all their points but 2 in the second. 4 of their 6 points in the quarter were from the line. Scott City outscored Ulysses 16-6 in the second 8 minutes of play. First half scoring, you had Allie Patton and Amber Lotta each with 11. 7 for Erica Felker, 6 for Brooke Strine. Ella Rumford with 2, and Tori Ford with a second quarter 3. So 6 players have scored in the first half for Scott City that have had 8 check in. They had 5 fouls, just 4 turnovers and 8 steals, 19 rebounds, 10 offensive and 9 defensive. For the Ulysses Lady Tigers, they were led in the first half. They had 3 players with 2 points. You had Kylie Hartman, Hayden Riley, and Cammie Kinney, Grace Murray, and Dahlia Garcia each with the free throw. Ulysses had 12 turnovers in that first half, 3 fouls and 3 steals, had 11 rebounds, 5 defensive and 6 offensive. Scott City with a 32-point lead at the break, 40-8 over Ulysses. We'll take another 3-minute break and come back with the rest of your first half stats and more. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
Deeply rooted in the heart of western Kansas, Buglemore Family Farms is an efficient, team-driven, goal-oriented farming operation dedicated to hard work, moral integrity, community involvement, and environmental sustainability. Our diverse and knowledgeable team utilizes cutting-edge technology to incorporate practices that increase the productivity and profitability of the land. The land we farm is our livelihood and our future.
ProHealth Chiropractic Wellness Centers of Southwest Kansas focuses on overall health for the entire body. Dr. James Yeager strives for the best possible health for his patients the natural way. Whether you're looking for back pain relief, through manual or computerized adjustments, or through therapy, to lose a few pounds, a healthier water alternative, or an aqua massage, come see Dr. Yeager and his trusted staff in Scott City or Garden City. To set up an appointment, call the offices or visit the website at prohealthks.com for more information.
Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers!
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Auto Group with locations in Scott City, Oakley, and Colby. J&R Auto Group has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles in Scott City and both Oakley locations. Locally owned and operated, J&R Auto Group provide over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out J&R Auto Group LLC.com for all your vehicle needs. Circle C Farms is family owned and operated. They offer a complete line of top quality farming services. Circle C Farms is now offering grid sampling and precision fertilizer applications. They have the right equipment for your job, and as always, they bring you tomorrow's technology to today's farming. So stop on by and visit with Steve and Ted about your needs, or just give them a call at 620-872-3299. Circle C Farms is a proud sponsor of the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
In Scott City, where they have compassionate care for all of God's creatures.
Pioneer Communications believes the services we offer are about something more. Whether streaming your favorite shows, surfing the web, or running an online business. As your local nonprofit cooperative, we're more than the internet, video, or telephone company. We're in the connecting Southwest Kansas business. We're proud to connect our local Southwest Kansas communities to the world, so you can...
Deeply rooted in the heart of Western Kansas, Buggamore Family Farms is an efficient, team-driven, goal-oriented farming operation dedicated to hard work, moral integrity, community involvement, and environmental sustainability. Our diverse and knowledgeable team utilizes cutting-edge technology to incorporate practices that increase the productivity and profitability of the land. The land we farm is our livelihood and our future.
52%. As contrary to Tuesday night, they were 12 of 48 for the entire ball game at 25%, so much better than 3 more field goals. And they're only 4 field goals away from matching what they had against Ulysses in the first game of the year. The Lady Tigers in the first half were 2 of 17 from the floor, 12%, 0 of 3 on threes, and 2 of 14 on twos. They actually hit 5 threes, 15 of their 19 points in the first meeting between the two. There's that. Scott City was 7 of 11 from the foul line. Ulysses 4 of 8. Mallory Cup had 2 fouls for Scott City. Grace Murray had 2 fouls for Ulysses. Guess what? Scott City gets a couple of home games in succession, Tuesday and Friday next week. Big games at home. Lakin at home on Tuesday, and then back to GWAC play on Friday against Hugoton, or it's to Holcomb, excuse me. Then it's for Scott City in here after next Friday, or after next Tuesday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. Holcomb at home, Monday the 14th, Valentine's Day doubleheader at Hugoton, and then the following night at Colby. For Ulysses, they have 8 games in the month of February. 2 of those are makeups. They will play at Holcomb on Tuesday, host Cimarron next Friday for homecoming, and then they have Garden City and Colby a Tuesday and Friday night. Those are their makeup games from January. Those are be here at home. One's actually Garden City's at home. Colby's on the road. But they have trips to Guyman and Hugoton and host Goodland here to wrap up their season. So not an easy track as well for Ulysses. Lady Beavers with a 32-point lead, 40-8. It'll be Ulysses basketball for the third 8 minutes. Scott City has Brooke Strine, also Allie Patton, Erica Felker, Ella Rumford, and Amber Lotta. Ulysses with Cammie Kinney, Hayden Riley, also Kylie Hartman, Dahlia Garcia, and Grace Murray. This is a Ulysses team that starts 4 seniors. With it now is Kylie Hartman, stolen away by Lotta, the 13th turnover for Ulysses. Lotta will take a strong right side. Layup high off the glass, no. Rebound ripped away by Ella Rumford, and then she gets it stripped out, but they'll say Rumford was the last to touch it. Turnover number 5 and on Scott City. Rumford with 2.6 boards tonight. Just seconds into the second half, Scott City up 40-8. Now they're into a 3-2 zone to begin this half, it looks like. Go left with the pass out high to Dahlia Garcia. And now 3 on the way is short for Riley, but the rebound follow-up, no for Hartman, but they save it into play, and it's Lotta who will take it away for Scott City. And transition. But now they slow it down. Patton to Rumford, back to Patton. They just play a little soft game of catch. Pivoting is Ella Rumford at the elbow, and now ball loose, but picked up by Erica Felker. Minute into this third quarter, no scoring at either side. Left corner to Strine. Holds it, now back to Rumford. Flips it up top to Lotta. He'll drive right lane line, split the defenders. Tough shot, somehow gets it to go, 42-8. 6:46 to go third quarter. Tough shot for Lotta for her 13th of the night. And Scott City now up by 34, the largest of the night. They're on a 10-0 run in the last 3 minutes of this ball game. Just 2 field goals tonight for Ulysses. Scott City was 16. 42-8, 6:25 to go third quarter. Left corner, it goes to Hayden Riley. She'll drive in strong, and then she runs into a great wall of Lady Beavers, and they're going to call it, out of all that, an offensive foul. That'll be Riley's second foul, team's first of the half with 6:19 to go third quarter. You really couldn't call a foul on the Scott City. They were there, and they were cemented there as Mallory Cup to check in, and who's she going to replace? Amber Lotta. With 6:19 to go third quarter. It's either it's going to be a no foul or an offensive foul, and it ended up being an offensive foul on Ulysses. Scott City with the ball up 42-8, 6:10 to go third quarter. Patton left corner to Ella Rumford, holds it, nobody guarding her, didn't attempt a three. Up top now to Felker, go right side. Patton in the corner to Strine. Now to Patton, who misses a shot short, and the rebound is going to get a tie-up. It'll be Scott City ball in the possession arrow. So Patton tried for 13, and Coach Amy Felker sends 3 to the scores table. One's a newcomer to the game tonight. Cheyenne Kramer, Amber Lotta, and Jonna Sowers in for the first time. She's a 5'5" junior. 6 minutes exactly here in the third. 42-8 your score. Lotta throws it out to Cup and then tried to throw it to Kramer, and it's turnover number 6. 42-8 is your score. Scott City with a 34-point lead. They're on a 10-0 run here in the last 4 minutes of this ball game. Ulysses hasn't scored since the minute 52 mark of the first half. They had a long stretch out of field goal, about a 13-minute stretch in the first half without a field goal. Now into Kinney, and she banks it home. She has 2 of their 3 field goals. She has 4. It's 44-10, 5:28 to go third quarter. In case you're wondering what the season low of points is for Ulysses, it was 10 against Colby in the orange and black. They lost 35-10 in that game back in about 2.5 weeks ago, or just a little over 2 weeks ago, 15 days ago to be exact. Strine now to Sowers. She'll take the foul line jumper. It'll bounce off to the right, rebound tip, somehow gets to Cup. She'll be stuffed by Kenny, and she'll rip it away, and then she's fouled. Good effort. And Mallory Cup, her third foul. Team's first of the half with 5:04 to go, third stanza. Ulysses Tiger basketball. Walking it across is Hayden Riley. Goes right with the dribble. Scott City playing back to their man defense and then just launching a 3 wide left is going to be Hartman. It'll go out of bounds to Scott City. 4:48 here in the third. 42-10 for Scott City. It was a 40-8 halftime score. Both teams just 2 points apiece here in the second half. Kramer with it right baseline. Now to Jonna Sowers out high. To Amber Lotta. Holds it. She has a team high 13. Now Cup with it to Kramer. Left corner to Strine. She'll try a triple. She'll bury her second triple of the year. She has 9. 45-10 with 4:24 to go third quarter. I guess you could say this jokingly. Scott City is could be 2-0 when Strine hits a 3. She hit the one in the Smoky Valley game that surprised everybody in their 50-34 win. Now bounce pass to Kinney, and they're going to get a reach-in foul on Amber Lotta. That is her first. Team second of the half with 4:07 to go third quarter. 45-10 your score. Ulysses to inbound it in with Kinney underneath their basket. And we'll throw it left corner to Dahlia Garcia. Drives in. Ball knocked off the leg of Cheyenne Kramer to still stay with Ulysses. Just near the midway point of this third quarter, 45-10 Scott City. They're on a 5-2 run in this third period here in the first nearly 4 minutes. Ulysses trying to get it in. They do bounce pass it. Somehow Kinney gets it. She'll go up and score it. She's had 6 points. And it's 45-12. She has all 4 of their points. In fact, she has the last 6 of the game. 3:55 to go third quarter. 45-12 now your score. Right side to Jonna Sowers, holds it right baseline. Cheyenne Kramer looking for a cutter. Finds Cup out high. She'll launch a 3, bouncing off, rebound Ulysses. And that time Grace Murray says, I'll take it, Lady Tigers. There are a couple other Ulysses players right there trying to fight for it. But it's good to see Cup try to attempt a 3 there. And, you know, she had a good shot at it, just didn't make it. Lotta almost picked up the steal. 3:25 to work third quarter. Now Riley for 3. No, that'll go out of bounds to Scott City. Coach Amy Felker thinking about who she's going to send in. It's going to be a whole line change here. It'll be Allie Patton, Ella Rumford, Erica Felker, Brindley Stevens, and Tori Ford. Stevens will be the newest to check in for Scott City. Driving in is going to be Cup, and she will get 2 free throws as she hits the deck. That'll be the second team foul on Ulysses this half, and the third on Grace Murray. With 3:09 to go third quarter. So Cup, who's 0 of 2 at the line, will have 2 free throw opportunities here. Scott City up 45-12. First to 2 for Cup. Too strong. See if she can get this next one. She's now 3 of 9 on the year at the line. The only one not checking in, well, that's Brindley Stevens. She's waiting for Cup to hit this free throw. As Strine, Sowers, Kramer check out. And I believe Patton, and we got a whistle. No shot. She stepped over the line. So that'll allow Stevens to check in. A 3:09 here in the third. So no free throw there, still at 45-12. Final 3 minutes of this quarter. Right side is going to be Clarissa Cianiqui, who just checked in. Dalia Garcia bounced past slow, but picked up by Ballesteros. Now up top to Dalia Garcia to Cianiqui. 2:50 to go third quarter, a 33-point Scott City lead. Garcia drives left side, cut off, now out high, and now stripped and stolen away. Scott City with their forced their 15th turnover. Here's Felker in the front court with it. 2:40 to work. She'll weave her way through. Now to Patton. Wanted to take the 3. Now to Brindley Stevens. Goes to Felker. Now to Patton. Left corner to Ella Rumford with 2.5 to go third. Throws it up top to Brindley Stevens. Right side to Allie Patton. Right corner to Tori Ford. Holds it. Now almost stolen away. And then almost a reach-in foul. They're letting it play. Felker will weave her way through. Almost walked with it up top to Patton. Just holds it. Nobody guards her. 2:14. She'll dribble on the perimeter. Ella Rumford. She thinks about taking the 3. She squares up. It doesn't. Scott City just running some offense here. Now Felker, right side. Corner 3. Tori Ford. Too strong. Rebound. Ella Rumford gets pushed. They let it play. Now Brindley Stevens up top to Felker. Now Rumford will try a 3, and that'll be good. She has her 5th triple of the year and her 5th point. 48-12, 1:47 to go third quarter. And SC3 there, Scott City with their 5th of the night. 95 seconds to go third quarter. Riley now left to Kinney. She'll go around. Patton leave it short, but she's fouled. And that'll be a foul on Allie Patton, her 2nd, team's 3rd of the half with 1:31 to go third quarter. Kinney's had a pretty decent game for Ulysses. 6 points, 0 of 2 at the line. Ulysses 4 of 8 there tonight. Scott City 7 of 13. Kinney's free throw rattling in and out and then back home. She has 7. In fact, she has the last 7 for Ulysses. 48-13, 1:31 to go third quarter. We're going to more than likely have a running clock this entire fourth quarter. 2nd free throw is short. Rebound Patton with her 1st board of the night for Scott City. A 35-point lead. Felker may go coast to coast. Still trying to pass it right side. But nice save and a play by Cianiqui into the hands of Ulysses. Scott City's 7th turnover of the night. Minute 18 to go third quarter. And Felker trying to get a bullet pass through traffic. And Ulysses with a good defensive play. Minute 10 to go third quarter. Up top to Hayden Riley. Goes left side. Lower pass to Dalia Garcia. Back up top to Riley for a deep straightaway 3. Short rebound out to Garcia. And she'll drive in. Throw one up and she's fouled. She'll get 2 free throws. Garcia 1 of 2 at the line. They'll get Allie Patton for her 3rd foul with 58.6 to go in the third. 4th team foul on Scott City this half. Garcia's 1st of 2 is short. 48-13 your score. 58.6 here in the third. The second free throw is good, and it's now 48-14. It was a 53-19 game first meeting. Scott City's pulled up a little bit here in this third quarter, but they still outscored Ulysses 8-6 in this quarter. 48 seconds, and Rumford will try another three, and she'll bury another three. That one from a little longer range. 51-14, 40 seconds to go third period. All of a sudden, Scott City might have found a hot shooting three-pointer player in Ella Rumford. 30 seconds to go. Bounce pass through traffic. Bank shot good for Dahlia Garcia. She has 4. 51-16, 24 seconds. As I mentioned, yeah, Rumford might be the newest three-point shooter. She's 2 for 2 from three-point range, and Scott City's going to throw it away. I was going to say, hot streak there from Rumford. She is 3 of 3 from the floor unofficially tonight as well with 8 points. 15 seconds to go third period. Left side to Dahlia Garcia, 7 seconds, and now in the Kinney, back underneath the Ballesteros, stuffed by Felker, but they're going to say she fouled, and that'll be team foul number 5 on Ulysses, or on Scott City with 3.7, Felker's first foul. Ballesteros 33% from the line. Ulysses is 2 of 4 in the quarter, 5 of 10 for the game. That's the third of their points right there. And in and out, Ari Ballesteros is scoreless. She had 5 in the first meeting against Scott City. Team that just has 4 field goals, make that 5 field goals all night. Second free throw, that should be, ooh, okay, they're going to let that go. It looked like a lane violation. There's 3 seconds to go third quarter, 51-17, and now Felker will lose it, but it goes out of bounds. The quarter horn sounds. A 34-point Scott City lead heading in the fourth, 51-17. We'll come back in a minute for a running clock in the fourth quarter. This is Beaver basketball.
For more than 65 years, Tetro has been the region's leader in intelligent, efficient, and budget-friendly plumbing and HVAC. Through pre-construction, intelligent construction services, commercial and industrial service, residential plumbing and HVAC service, the company's values of respect, excellence, and determination can be seen through everything we do. Tetro commits to provide reliable services through team enrichment, training, and technology to be the contractor of choice.
Fairleigh Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
Running clock here in this fourth quarter will be Ulysses basketball. I should say continuous clock. 51-17 your score. The Tigers will get the ball. They trail by 34. Scott City outscored Ulysses 11-9 in that third 8 minutes. They're led tonight by Amber Lotta with 13, 11 for Ellie Patton, and 9 for Brooke Strine, and 8 for Ella Rumford, and then a steal. Scott City forces Ulysses into their 16th error of the night, opening seconds of this fourth period. Sowers with it up top, now left to Brenley Stevens. It's all second, 5 and such here. Cup with it. She'll try a 3 on the way, and there she's got it! Cup with her first career 3. 54-17, 7:28 to go in the game. How about that? She enters the scoring book for the first time tonight. Kendall Gentry, a 5'3 freshman in there, as well as Avery Lewis and Jordan Coe for the first time. Lewis, a 5'8 freshman. Coe, a sophomore. Runner, no. Backside rebound is good, and follow-up is in there for Garcia. She has 6, 54-19, first minute of this fourth quarter. Both teams are right at or just above their point total in the first meeting. Right side to Cup. Gets a screen. 6:58 to go now. Use it up, gets it in to Coe, right side to Sowers, up top, and Cup, and that's going to be last touched by Ulysses, so it'll be Scott City ball. I guess they're not going to run the clock. It should be a continual clock with 6:51 to go. I think they're going to inform him yet, run that continuous clock. Avery Lewis, and now out high to Cup, into Coe, and ball deflected, and still loose, but picked up by the Tigers. 9th Scott City turnover, and mainly reserves in for Scott City, actually all 5 are reserves. Cup is usually the first player off the bench in regular activity. Up top, here's a Sinequi 3, rims in and out. Cup races out high, tipped it, then loses it, picks it back up, and finds Kendall Gentry after that rebound, after all that activity. Cup with her 3rd board of the night. 6:18 to go here. It's going to be a continuous clock, we believe it. And Avery Lewis, throw it up top. Sowers will fire a triple. No, rebound tipped around, and it's Ulysses basketball in the hands of Hayden Riley. So Sowers trying for her first, I believe that was a 2. They may have said she had a toe on the line. 54-19, 6 minutes to go. Garcia pulls up for a deep 2, buries it. She has 8. 54-21. 5:48 to go. Scott City is going to get to 7-8. They'll even their league record at 1-1 with Lakin and Holcomb coming to town next week. Ulysses, this is their first league game underneath to They're working around to Kendall Gentry for a 3. Too strong, will track down a rebound out high, and Scott City gets another crack at it. Left side somehow gets to Avery Lewis, who takes it strong, lays it up, scores it, and is fouled. Avery Lewis, her 2nd varsity basket, 54 to make that 56-21. 5:19 to go and a running clock. So Gentry missed the 3, got the rebound, and found her over on the back side. And will be Brenley Stevens and Tori Ford. Avery Lewis will attempt her first varsity free throw. Her first points of her career were in the game against Smoky Valley. 4:58 running clock, 56-21. Lewis fires. Yes. She has a new career on varsity, 57-21. Highest point total for Scott City since the Wichita Trinity game back on the 10th of December. They hit 60 against Coronado. They're 3 points away from that. 4.5 to go in this one. Now driving in is and a shot up no and a foul as Daisy Ballesteros, who's 1 of 2 at the line, will have 2 free throws. Jordan Coe gets the foul. Her first, team 6. 4:20 running clock, 4th quarter. Ballesteros 1 of 2 at the line. Ulysses 7 of 14 there tonight. Make it 7 of 15. Scott City 8 of 14. This will also run more time off the clock here as we're now 4 minutes to go in the game. Second free throw for Ballesteros. That's off the heel, and Coe unable to get the rebound. Ulysses does. Kenny will go up, throw it, up, no. Rebound. Coe this time gets the rebound for Scott City. Lady Beavers up by 36. Here's Ford. She'll take it coast to coast and underneath the Coe. Nice dish. Scores does Jordan Coe. She gets her first varsity field goal, and it's 59-21 with 3:38 to go. Daisy Ballesteros, her second. And we got a timeout on the floor taken by Ulysses. We'll take it as well with 3:33 left. It's 59-21 Scott City. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
Scott County Hospital is a highly trained team of motivated and compassionate professionals serving the needs of their community. Dr. Matthew Burns is a general surgeon whose specialty is caring for all patients with elective and emergency surgeries. Why travel for hours when you can be seen right here in Western Kansas? Dr. Burns is specially trained in colonoscopy, gallbladder, and laparoscopic surgeries, hernia repair, wound care, and much more. Scott County Hospital. We put our heart in healthcare.
An appointment with Dr. Joshua Gooden today at 620-872-0040. Scott City Eye Center supports all area school activities.
Free throw is in. It should be 60-21, but they only have 58 on the board. 3:25 to go. With it right side now, right baseline to Lillian Rojas. She'll go up. She is fouled, and that's going to be team foul number 7 on Scott City. They should have 9 points in this quarter. 3-6-9. Okay, yep, 60-21. Second time this year, Scott City has hit the 60-point mark. 3:05 to go. 2 free throws for Rojas. The first one off the back iron. Should get another one. 3 minutes to go. Continuous clock. I think assistant coach Meyer is going to go to the scores table. Second free throw, but the rebound follow-up, no. Rebound tipped around and going up is Murray, no. And a whistle and out of bounds tie-up. It'll be Scott City's ball. 60-21 with 2:38 left. Inbound into Jonas Sowers. 39-point Scott City lead here. 2:28 to go. In it goes right side to Coe. She has 3 points. Had that three-point play, and then she tries to pass it, loses it. Scott City 10th turnover of the night. And then still loose now, picked up by the Tigers. And a whistle and a foul on the Lady Beavers. That'll be their 8th team foul. I'm going to look up when the last time Scott City scored 60 points in a game against Ulysses. Well, I guess you have to go just 2 years ago, February 18th, 63-37. 2:01 to go, a 30-second timeout on the floor with 2:01 to go. By Ulysses, they're down to 1. Basketball tonight is brought to you by corporate sponsors including Scott County Records, Scott County Hospital, Scott County Fitness Center, Scott Cooperative Association, Scott Community Foundation, Scott City Pharmacy Giftologist, Scott City Road and Meat and Green Agency. I mentioned Scott City Eye Center, Richards Financial Services, Our Brothers Auto Body Mechanic, Precision Ag and Seed, Plokie Feeders, Platinum H Insurance, Plain Jeans, New Life Market, Norder Supply, Miller Veterinary Clinic, Midwest Mixer, Western Bearing, Metzger Appraisals and Metzger Family Farms, McCarty Family Farms, 1980. So we'll have a 1-1 coming up. You have to go back to 2002 when they won 65-57. Free throw is short on a 1-1, but the rebound hit Murray unable to hit the shot, and Scott City, Jonas Sowers clears that out with authority on the 1-1 with a minute 53 to go. Jade Heaton in there for the first time, and ball deflected, picked up by Gentry, right corner. Up top, they work it over to Jonas Sowers. Sowers with it, minute 40 to go. JV girls won pretty big as well over Ulysses. Right corner to Gentry. In it goes to Coe, picks it up off the deflection, and then we got a 2 on the way is good for Avery Lewis. She has 5. 62-21 with 1:29 to go. 62-21, Scott City with the lead. They've scored 11 points in this fourth quarter, just 1 point off their season, or 3 points off their season high, minute 15 to go. 3 air ball, and Lewis will get the rebound after a push by Lillian Rojas, her first, team's 5th. 65 seconds left. Final minute of this one. And now underneath, and that time Grace Murray fouls for the 4th time with 50 seconds to go. Team foul number 6 on the Tigers. And they're going to say it's a shooting foul for Coe. She'll have 2 free throws coming up here with 38 seconds to go. And if things work out right, these might be the final points of the game. Free throw crawls off. She is now 1 of 2 at the line. And 2 of 4 in the year line, and Coe with a career-high 3 in varsity play. Good to see that for the 5'6" sophomore. 20 seconds to go. Second free throw, that one is good. She has 4. 63-21. 14 seconds to go. Lady Beavers are going to get to 7-8, 1-1 in the conference. Ulysses will drop to 2-11. They're 0-1 in the conference. 5 of their next 7 are league games. Shot up by Rojas, and the rebound shot won't count, and that's your final. 63-21, the Lady Beavers snap a 4-game losing streak and take their frustrations of the month of January out on Ulysses tonight, who drops to 2-11. They have now lost 9 in a row. Post-game show to begin after this 3-minute timeout. This is Scott City basketball.
The new farming landscape
Ulysses Farms is family-owned and operated. They offer a complete line of top-quality farming services. Circle C Farms is now offering grid sampling and precision fertilizer applications. They have the right equipment for your job, and as always, they bring you tomorrow's technology to today's farming. So stop on by and visit with Steve and Ted about your needs, or just give them a call at 620-872-3299. Circle C Farms is a proud sponsor of the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
Scott City Eye Center has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations at our Scott City optometry office and specialize in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology and are committed to improving the quality of life of persons in the Scott City community through enhanced vision. Give yourself the gift of clear vision. Schedule an appointment with Joshua J. Gooden, OD, today.
Is your dog ungroomed and smelly? Then come on by the new and improved Wagon Wash, located at 501 Jackson Street in Scott City, Kansas. We added on a dog wash for your pet's hygienic needs. There are 6 different modes you can choose from: shampoo, oatmeal conditioner, rinse, odor control, flea and tick, and blow dry. Our facilities are regularly cleaned and we have a vending machine full of treats for you and your pet. Follow us on Facebook at Wagon Wash Car Wash.
It takes more than just the seed to raise a good crop.
It takes the effort of a great team.
It takes the same teamwork and dedication to be successful on the football field.
Two receivers said it'll be an option play, be handoff to the fullback, Golden. He finds nothing.
Vogelmore Family Farms is proud to be part of Scott community, where together we raise our most important crop of all, our kids.
For exceptional service in real estate, put Stephanie Shapland at Shapland Real Estate to work for you. Property homework is what we do best at Shapland Real Estate. We put forth every effort to get results that move you. Our expertise in buying and selling residential, commercial, and agricultural property is built on the tradition of trust and thoroughness that you deserve. Shapland Real Estate takes pride in our community and in cheering on our students in all that they do. Give Shapland Real Estate a call or visit our website today.
This one was over pretty early. Lady Beavers in the first half went on a 25-0 run, never looked back as they dominated the Ulysses Lady Tigers here tonight, 63-21. Adam Kadavy with you here from Ulysses High School. The girls of Scott City snap a 4-game losing streak, and they win it big, 63-21. They had a slew of players score tonight. They had 9 players score. They were led by Amber Lotta's 13, 11 for Allie Patton, 9 for Brooke Strine. Ella Rumford hit a couple of threes and had 8. 7 for Erica Felker. Those all came in the first half. Also 5 for Avery Lewis off the bench, a career high in varsity. Jordan Coe also had a career varsity points of 4. Mallory Cupp hit her first career 3 tonight. That was good to see there. Tori Ford had a second period 3 as well. And you had Brentley Stevens, Kendall Gentry, and also Cheyenne Kramer check in. Jonna Sowers as well. Actually, 8 players scored tonight for Scott City. Well, actually, I was lying. 9 out of 13 scored tonight for Scott City. Oh, math. 10 of 17 for the Lady Beavers at the foul line tonight. It's not bad. Just slightly below their season average, but it really wasn't a close game here tonight. They had 13 fouls, 10 turnovers. That's the season low, I believe. They had 11 in the first meeting, 11 steals, 14 defensive rebounds, 14 offensive boards, 28 rebounds. They out-rebounded Ulysses 28-17 here tonight. For the Lady Tigers of Ulysses, they were led by Dalia Garcia, 8 points, 7 for Cammie Kenny. Also see here, after that, 2 each for Kylie Hartman, Hayden Riley, 1 for Daisy Ballesteros, and 1 for Grace Murray. 9 fouls, 17 turnovers, 7 steals, 17 total rebounds, 8 offensive, 9 defensive for the Lady Tigers, and they were 7 of 17 from the line. In a final of Scott City, 63-21. We'll take another timeout. Let's take how about we take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back with the boys pregame with head coach Brian Gentry. Let's take a 30-second timeout, get hooked up for that and more. This is Scott City Basketball.
Faro Heating and Cooling of Scott City is a proud sponsor of Beaver activities. Brent and Angie take pride in helping our activities and support our students 100%. They can also help you with any heating and cooling needs that you have. Give Faroe Heating and Cooling a call at 620-872-3508 and see if they can help you with your needs today.
12600. We are Kansas.
Scott City and Ulysses, but really quickly, in case you're wondering, the sub-state standings of the girls coming into tonight, Scott City girls are currently sitting in that number 7 spot, and that could change there since Colby and Hugoton play if Colby were to lose to Hugoton, which they could, but right now Goodland number 1, TMP number 2, Phillipsburg, Hoisington, Russell, Colby, Scott City, and Norton are the standings for the girls' side as of tonight coming in. Scott City 6-8, Colby 7-7, Russell 8-7, Hoisington 8-6. So really, Scott City, as a general play, could go as high as number 4 here, as low as number 8. So let's hope they stay out of that 8 spot. We're actually going to get Coach Amy Felker here real quickly before we get started for our boys' pregame interview. We'll try to get that here as well as Coach Felker takes the headset here. Well, Coach, congratulations on the victory here. I think it looked like your girls took out a lot of frustration tonight, especially in that first quarter after a tough January, and took it out on a team that's been struggling a little bit in Ulysses.
You know, we came to play. We decided we needed to practice our man defense, and we told them what our goals were, and, you know, they just came out playing so hard on defense. You know, we got some steals. We didn't give up any second shot opportunities, and we just played a really good, solid first half of man defense.
Absolutely. That was good to see, and it's been a while since you guys have played the zone defense, or the man defense, I guess you could say, but how big is it to get off to that hot start? Really, I think that was one of the big keys. Get off to the big start and kind of take Ulysses out of the game.
You know, that's what our goal was. We just been struggling rebounding, so we decided we'd go with that, and then everybody knew exactly who they were going to box out, and everybody really stepped up and had a great first half, and then just let it roll into the second half and let a lot of our other girls get a chance to get on the varsity court.
I thought one of those players that really feasted in the man defense was Amber Lotta. She had a lot of steals and had that big first quarter.
You know, she did. She really stepped up, and she was ready to play. She's got quick hands, and really intimidated those girls and anticipated that next pass.
All of a sudden, you got some three-point shooters. Ella Rumford goes 2 for 2, and how big was that for Mallory to hit her first career 3?
You know, these girls, you know, they always are like, oh, can I shoot, can I shoot? And I was like, yes, you can shoot. And so, you know, they just really tried new things and had the confidence to step up and knock them down. You know, I'm super proud of them that they got it in tonight.
Well, you know, you mentioned about getting some young players in, and I thought all of them really, in different ways, really feasted on the opportunity. 2 of those have really stepped up and took advantage of that and got some points up, Avery Lewis and Jordan Coe.
You know, Jordan went on the inside, and, you know, she's just such a versatile player. She can go inside, she can go outside. She just works hard for us every single day and does a great job. Avery stepped in there, and she found the holes. She was really working that backside, and the other girls found nice passes to her that gave her some nice, easy shots. So, you know, all those girls, they did a great job.
Big win for you guys to get some confidence here. 7-8, big. Couple home games for you next week. That starts with Lake, and then, of course, Holcomb back to league play.
It's nice to get a win and get that confidence, and you walk into the locker room and they had smiles on their faces. They weren't down and out. So I really think that this confidence is going to start us on a good roll, and we're going to be ready to go next week at home.
All right, congratulations, Coach. Enjoy this victory, much earned here, and great to get the big lead here and big win, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Adam.
All right, once again, Coach Amy Felker stopping by here after the Lady Beavers 63-21 win. We'll try the boys interview here in 30 seconds. This is Scott City basketball.
Protect your bottom line with crop insurance from Farm Bureau Financial Services. Farm Bureau.
Financial Services with Hugh and Berta Benz in Scott
For
City.
your
Leota.
farming
I'm joining you
operation, call Farm Bureau agents Berta Benz and Hugh Benz in Scott City or Leota today.
At Turner Sheet Metal, our main goal is to enhance the comfort of your home while making sure that our customers are 100% satisfied. Need your furnace checked for the winter? Call us. Need your air conditioner cleaned for the summer? Our NATE certified technicians are the guys for the job. Turner Sheet Metal, your Bryant authorized dealer in Scott City, can also help you save up to 40% on your heating and cooling costs with a Bryant Evolution system. Call for a free estimate and let us help keep your family comfortable and safe. Turner Sheet Metal, South Highway 83 in Scott.
Coach Brian Gentry here in the pregame, and Coach, thanks for joining me here this evening. A tough loss for you guys against a very good Hayes High team on Tuesday night, 70-45, and a game where you guys led, got out shooting well in the first quarter, and then really the second and third quarter is where the game kind of got away from you guys.
Yeah, it is, and those middle two quarters were the killers with the turnovers. I believe we were somewhere around 7 for 12 in the first quarter, and then made 6 more field goals in the rest of the game. So a lot of that's because of turnovers. It's hard to get into a rhythm. So, we got to learn from it, but, Hayes is, a very good team, very athletic, very long. So, you take away a lot of things from that game. Some experience, much needed experience against pressure, because we're going to face it, coming up shortly in the next few weeks. And, we got to be able to take care of the ball and make some corrections as we go. We got trapped over on the wing a few times, and we stopped really coming to the ball and meeting that pass. So we take away a lot. But, one of the main takeaways was we battled. We showed a lot of heart. We showed that we are capable of doing things, especially when we move the ball on offense. When it gets sticky is when we get in trouble. So, learned a lot. Proud of the guys and looking forward to tonight.
Look at a player like Austin Tone. He's starting to become a scoring threat. He's been consistently getting better from around the perimeter, but he's also done a lot of other things in your defense.
Yeah, he's extremely athletic. And when the ball goes in, his confidence grows, as it does for most people. But offensively, he needs to stay aggressive, and I think especially since the midseason tournament, about that second or third game, he started playing a little better, started playing more aggressively, and we need him to stick with it. But again, we also need to make sure that we're not forcing the issue. We want to be aggressive, we want to make plays, but we can't just force it, and he's been doing a better job of not doing that. I think early in the season he was getting stuck on the baseline a lot, maybe one extra dribble too many, and he was, getting it stripped from him. So he's making better decisions, and as a result of that, he's finding himself in better situations to score. He's been doing that. Defensively, he's very athletic. He reads the pass very well. The big thing with us is still doing our job and being in the right spots. We can't always be aggressive and out of position. Sometimes we just have to be disciplined and make sure we're doing our job. And he's doing that. We've got several guys, and, luckily we're going to get Dylan back, it looks like tonight. And so hopefully he's good to go. But we've got a lot of guys doing a lot of things, and we've just got to continue to get better because, as the season progresses and we get into sub-state, we need everybody at the top of their game.
Coach Brian Gentry here pregame tonight as Scott City takes on Ulysses. This is a team that has only one win against Central Plains back in middle of December there in their tournament up at Russell, but a team that you beat by 3 first game of the year at home, and that was a long time ago, and 14 games ago for you guys. You take a look at Ulysses, it all starts with the Nightingale kid.
Yeah, absolutely. He is an aggressive scorer. When the ball's in his hand, whether it's off the drive or the three, he's going to try to get his up. He's pretty good at it. He doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off. They run him off of several screens. They run him off some dribble handoffs, some ball screens, things like that. You really got to be aware of him, and he kind of makes the engine go for him. So we will be paying a lot of attention to him. The first game he got 27 against us, and we had a bunch of turnovers. I think we were up 11 in that game or somewhere around there, and just didn't close it out, which, we've gotten better at this season. So we're looking to go up there, play, be aggressive offensively, defensively. We want to get after it. We want to push the ball. They've been playing a lot more zone lately, so we want to race it up against that in transition and really have our guys, crash the boards and be aggressive against that zone. If they go man, we go to our traditional throw it to the post and let them go. So, I know our guys are eager to get back after it after that Hayes game, another league game, another league opponent. So it'll be fun. And I know our guys are looking forward to it.
Round 2 here with Scott City and Ulysses tonight down here in Ulysses. Coach Brian Gentry here in the pregame, and thanks as always, Coach, and good luck to you guys.
All right, thanks, Adam.
That was Scott City Beaver Coach Brian Gentry. Your pregame interview brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services with Hugh Bertabins in Scott City and Leota. More to come in your pregame show. We'll have a breakdown of the matchup, bringing starters, keys of the game, and the tip after this timeout. This is Scott City Beaver basketball.
ProHealth Chiropractic Wellness Centers of Southwest Kansas focuses on overall health for the entire body. Dr. James Yeager strives for the best possible health for his patients the natural way. Whether you're looking for back pain relief, through manual or computerized adjustments, or through therapy, to lose a few pounds, a healthier water alternative, or an aqua massage, come see Dr. Yeager and his trusted staff in Scott City or Garden City. To set up an appointment, call the offices or visit the website at prohealthks.com for more information.
White's Food Liner is located at 1314 South Main Street in Scott City, Kansas. They are open daily from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Home delivery is available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just by calling 620-872-5854. They are a full-service grocery store offering a wide selection of varieties at affordable prices. Sign up today for their mobile app. Look for it in the App Play Store under White's Food Liner. Don't forget to visit today.
At scottrec.org.
Back here inside the Ulysses High School Gymnasium. Here, Adam Kadavy with you, getting ready for this boys doubleheader. They'll have the introduction of the starters here in a couple of minutes. Scott City and Ulysses. It was a 3-point game back in the 2nd or 3rd of December, 55-52, but the trajectories of both teams have changed significantly since then. Ulysses has only won one game this year, and that was against Central Plains in a blowout. 69-27 back on the 10th of December in the Russell Amos Morris Classic. And that's their only win of the year. Ulysses has lost 9 in a row as they're 1-11 on the year, but they were close there. They haven't had their closest game, I guess you could say, was since the Christmas break, was the 11-point loss to, how about the 13-point loss to Cimarron on the 11th of January, and then 11 days later against Goodland, 46-33 loss in the 7th place game of the Orange and Black in Colby. That's been their closest games, but you'll hear a lot of Ryan Nightingale. He averages 16.6 points a game. He had 20 against Hugoton last week. He had 25 in the first meeting between these two, and Ulysses came back to within a couple of points late. It ended up being a 3-point game, but Scott City's played much better. Yes, they lost a big game to Hayes, 70-45. They're the number 3 ranked team in 5A. They had 16 turnovers in the second and third quarter combined, and that's what really did them in. The Beavers, they've been playing much better basketball since the Christmas break when they were 2-4. They're now 5-3 since then, and 7-7 on the year, and have won 3 of their last 4. And 5 of their last 8 bowl games, and so that's trend upward. But they got a tall task coming up here after tonight with Lakin and Holcomb at home next week, and then Hugoton and Colby Goodland to wrap up the season. They're all playing pretty decent. So Scott City in a you could say a must-win situation here tonight. But they've gotten good play from Austin Tone and Gus Hawkins. Austin Tone, the 6-foot senior, averaging 8.6 points and 2 rebounds a game. Gus Hawkins, a 6'6 sophomore, averaging 13 points and nearly 7 rebounds a game. He had a double-double the first game of the year against Ulysses. Lawson Bailey, the 6-foot junior, averages 8 points and 4 rebounds a game. He had 9 on Tuesday night. Efren Tarango, a 6'2 senior, at 3 points and 1.5 rebounds. Carter Gooden averaging 5 points and 6 rebounds. He is a 6'4 senior. Scott City coached by Brian Gentry in his 6th season, assisted by Joey Meyer and Drew Kite. For Ulysses, coached by Matt Cox in his 1st season, assisted by Zach McNall and Jason Rodriguez. Adrian Cifuentes, he is a 5'11 senior, 5.7 points, 2.2 rebounds a game. Ben Scott, the 5'5 senior, 1.8 points and 2.3 rebounds. Ryan Nightingale, a 6'1 senior, 16.6 points, 5 rebounds a game. He's one of the top players in the GWAC. Christian Jaquez, a 6'2 senior, who averages 3.1 points and 5.2 rebounds. Alex Navarrete, he is a 6'1 sophomore, averages 2.6 points and 2.4 rebounds a game. Once again, it'll be Adrian Cifuentes, Ben Scott, Ryan Nightingale, Christian Jaquez, and Alex Navarrete, the starters for Ulysses. Those are your starting lineups, once again presented by Security State Bank in Scott City and Leota. Keys to the game tonight, presented by State Farm agent Michael Trout, where you go over the proven winner. Keys tonight, I think, one and all doubts, pounded inside. You have the height advantage, a big size advantage underneath. Second key for Scott City tonight, force the tempo. And third key, find out where number 13 is on the court when they're on offense. These are your keys to the game. Scott City in the light blue uniforms with the white numbers and letters and darker blue trim. Ulysses in their home white uniforms with black numbers and white and orange trim. Gus Hawkins, Christian Jaquez, tip center. Jaquez, 6'2 senior. Gus Hawkins, a 6'6 sophomore. You have to be number 24 to be in this, to tip off here in this boys game. And the tip is going to be won by the Tigers. Only third time they've won an opening tip this year. Up top with it is Nightingale. He'll drive in the paint, hang right side, jumper good, and you don't want him to get hot. 2-0 Ulysses, 7:46 to go first quarter. They had a first quarter lead against Hugoton the other night and ended up losing that by 34. Gus Hawkins with it now right side to Lawson Bailey. Bailey up top to Austin Tone, left side to Efren Tarango. In at Carter Gooden, looking to back his way and flips it to Hawkins at the foul line. Jumper, and we're tied. 7:23 to go first quarter. We're tied at 2. First tie of the night. Ulysses with it in the backcourt. Now it's to Christian Jaquez. He'll take it across the 10-second line right to left. Man-to-man Scott City defense early on. Cifuentes with the dribble, guarded by Tone. Gets the screen, goes around that, and stops, flips it left wing to Ben Scott, who loses it on the floor. Turnover Ulysses. Here's Scott City with Tone in transition. Will flip it backside. It went off the backboard. Gooden couldn't get it, and Lawson Bailey will track it down out high. 6:50 to go first quarter. Bailey with it out high to Efren Tarango, right side. Back to Bailey, right wing. Up top, it goes to Gooden, left side now to Hawkins. Left block, catches it. Pump fakes, goes up too strong. Rebound ripped away by Lawson Bailey underneath. And he will just go up. He is no foul, but it's Tone with it out high. And now with it is going to be Hawkins. He'll go up right side. Too strong. Scott City had 3 looks, and the rebound goes to Christian Jaquez. They rushed that one that time. 6:18 to go first quarter, tied at 2, and 3 from right around the basket there. Beavers just 13 of 36 the other night against Hayes from the floor. Diving for it is Efren Tarango with a steal, but he throws it right back in the hands of Cifuentes. 2 minutes into this game, we're tied at 2 at 3 right corner. No for Cifuentes. Rebound to Carter Gooden. Scott City trying to settle down here a bit. We're tied at 2, 5:48. Gooden up top, goes right side. Bailey will try the 3. It's off the heel. Rebound to Hawkins, who reaches for it and is hacked. He'll go up strong and will score it and is fouled. Third offensive board ready for Scott City. Hawkins has all 4 of Scott City's points of 5:40 to go first quarter. Foul on Ben Scott is first. That's the ball game's first foul as Jace Thomas checks in, replaces Efren Tarango. At the line is going to be Hawkins. He's 67% on the year. Short on that, but Carter Gooden with the rebound. Power dribble strip, but retrieves it and will go up. Bank shot high off the glass. He has his first 2. Scott City with a 4-point trip, and it's 6-2 with 5.5 to go here in the first period of play. So Scott City with a 4-point trip. They already have 4 offensive boards. Out high to Navarrete, and he's going to walk with it out high, and that'll be the 3rd Tiger turnover. The third consecutive turnover. 5:17 to work here first quarter. And it's Scott City's ball up by 6-2 score. They had a 4-point trip last trip down. Now in the front court to Jace Thomas. Thomas uses up his dribble, flips it out high to Tone, right wing to Lawson Bailey. Off a screen here is Gus Hawkins up top and almost stolen away it is. Cifuentes steps in front of the passing lane. He'll float one up and it's too strong. Rebound, Gus Hawkins, already his third board and he's going to be fouled. With 4:54 to go first quarter. Scott City with 2 turnovers. Christian Jaquez his first, team second. We'll see Ronnie Weathers for the first time replacing Carter Gooden. So 2 subs already in for Scott City. None for Ulysses here. We're a little over 3 minutes in. They'll play a 2-2-1 3/4 court press. They'll trap out of it as well. Thomas with it. Scott City still within the backcourt. Now get to the Tone. He'll take it in the front court. And now bounce pass right corner to Lawson Bailey. He'll fry the right baseline jumper and he's fouled. And he'll get 2 free throws. So Bailey with 2 free throws coming up. Already the third foul on Ulysses. Christian Jaquez already with 2 fouls. Ulysses is a team that averages 42 points a game, 16 of those from Nightingale. The other 26 come from the rest of the team. They'll send Carson Walker to the scores table, but after Bailey attempts his first free throw, Scott City was 12 of 15 on Tuesday night at Hayes, and Bailey, who's 63%, makes it 7-2, a 4:42 to go first quarter. Carson Walker, the 6'3 sophomore, averages just under 3 a game in for Jaquez, who has to check out with 2 fouls. Second free throw for Bailey. It's an 8-0 Scott City run. 8-2 with 4:42 to go. The Beaver boys to apply some full court pressure in the backcourt, but Cifuentes to bring it across. From right to left and guarded by Bailey. Now a screen. He'll dribble around the perimeter to the right side. Cifuentes trying to drive in up top to Navarrete. Left side out high to Carson Walker. Now to Adrian Cifuentes with 4:25 to work first quarter. Left side, Ben Scott looking to drive in. Uses up a dribble now to Cifuentes. He'll fire a 3 and he will be dead on. His 15th triple over Lawson Bailey cuts the deficit in half. A 4:13 to go first quarter at 8-5. Tone with it, will pass in the front court through Thomas's hands, but picked up by Ronnie Weathers. But he steps on the sideline, and Scott City with their third turnover here with 4:05 to go first quarter. Ulysses is one of those teams where it's tough to pull away from, as Ben Scott will tie his shoe. And now Dylan Metzger back in for the first time since the Goodland game. Great to see him back in. Recovering from an injury he suffered in the Goodland game. Out is going to be Austin Tone. Midway point, first quarter, Scott City 8, Ulysses 5. The Tigers with the ball. Cifuentes, who just buried a 3. Now he has it. Ball fake. He'll drive in the paint. Gets stripped, but they're going to get a foul on Scott City. Their first foul of the night here with 3:51 to go first quarter. It's going to be Lawson Bailey, his first. And Ulysses will bring in Levi Gwynn for the first time. The 6'5 senior averages 1 point and 3 rebounds a game. Their second sub of the night with 3:51 to go first quarter. The lob up top to Adrian Cifuentes. Scott City on defense here. Ben Scott up top goes right side to Cifuentes. A deep 3, too strong, but right in the hands of Ronnie Weathers for the board. And a whistle and a foul. They're calling this a little tighter in this boys game. Already 14 fouls on the Tigers this first quarter. The foul will be charged to Ryan Nightingale as first. But Cifuentes averages 5.7 a game. He's their second leading scorer. Metzger finds Gus Hawkins behind the zone defense, who puts it up from point blank for his 6 point. 10-5 with 3.5 to go first quarter. Scott City back up by 5. Ulysses the ball left corner to Carson Walker, out high to Adrian Cifuentes. He'll see an alley drive right lane line, flip it out to Nightingale. Around a screen, goes right side, pulls up, hang from 15, and bounces off. Rebound Ronnie Weathers. And then Ben Scott wrapped around over the top. They let it go that time. Weathers with a second foul, and Scott City almost commenced a turnover. And now here is Hawkins with it left side to Jace Thomas. Out high left to Metzger. Fumbles with it, picks it up. 2:55, flips it to Thomas. He'll drive left baseline, pull up. A lot of contact. There's a late whistle on there. And there's 2 free throws for Thomas. Already the 5th team foul on Ulysses in this quarter with 2:50 to go. Foul charge to Levi Gwynn as first. He's a 6'5 senior. 2 free throws coming up here for Jace Thomas, who is 5 of 6 at the line this year. And make it 5 of 7. Scott City 2 of 3 at the line, up 10-5. 4 2-point baskets and a pair of free throws for the Beavers. 2 field goals for Ulysses here with a 2:50 mark of the first quarter, and Thomas missed them both. Rebound tipped it into the hands of Carson Walker for Ulysses. Just their second board of the game. Scott City's owned the glass 8-2, but only have a 10-5 lead. 2:40 to work first quarter. Here's Nightingale around the screen. Will take a strong layup, pipe the glass. No, boy, that was a late whistle and a foul. That'll be team foul number 2 on Scott City. The foul charge to Gus Hawkins is first. And the Ulysses student section, who is not even around for the girls' game, shows up for the boys' game here. 2 free throws for Nightingale. He's 74% on the year. Ulysses as a team, 59%. They were 16 of 23 against Scott City. Efren Trango in for Jace Thomas. Nightingale misses the front end of 2 free throws here with 2:38 to go first quarter. It's 10-5 for Scott City. A little sluggish start here, really for both teams. Second free throw, Nightingale knocks it down for his third. 10-6, 2:38 to go first quarter. Ulysses sets up in that 3/4 court, 2-2-1. Tarango with it now to Lawson Bailey, still in the backcourt. Now to Tarango. They need to get it across. They do to Weathers. He'll catch it. He'll flip one up left side, and it's good. His first 2. 12-6 with 2:23 to go first quarter. Scott City gets behind that zone, and they can push it a little bit. They'll be all right. Nightingale with it as Scott City has a 6-point edge. Matches their largest lead. Tarango almost got the steal, and still kept alive, though, by Nightingale. Up top to Gwynn. They'll go left corner. Ball fake Ben Scott. Now 3 on the way is good for Carson Walker's 4th 3 of the year. 12-9. 2 minutes to go first quarter. And really, Ulysses stay in this game with 2 threes here in the early going. Metzger bounce pass in the front court to Efren Trango. Left side to up top to Bailey from Ronnie Weathers. Bailey goes right side. His jumper is good. He has 4 points. 14-9. 1:43 to go first quarter. Scott City already has hit 6 2-point baskets already in this first quarter. They had 13 field goals the entire ball game against Hayes on Tuesday night. And then Scott, who flips it up, that one's deflected out. No, they're going to say last touch by Ulysses, I beg your pardon. That'll be their 4th turnover. It's Austin Tone and Carter Gooden in for Scott City. Out is Lawson Bailey and Gus Hawkins. 14-9, 1:28 here in first quarter. Scott City with a 5-point lead in the ball. Weathers now in the front court to Carter Gooden, who has to go to the ball. Did a good job there. Austin Tone, left corner. Minute 18 to go. Skips it out right to Dylan Metzger. He had 4 points against Ulysses in the first meeting. Bounce pass. Ronnie Weathers almost stolen away, and then he throws it away. Scott City's 4th turnover in transition. Nightingale, that's going to be a walk. See, he hit the deck, 5th turnover. Correction, that's Carson Walker. Can't quite go down the floor and slide a couple of feet. Back over he goes to the Beavers here with a minute 6 to go first quarter, up 5. They've led most of this first quarter. Tone with it up top to Efren Trango. Now to Dylan Metzger. Metzger back to Tarango, doing the Tone in the front court with a couple seconds to spare after trap out high. Now Metzger right corner underneath the Weathers. He'll pivot out to Tone. Up top to Efren Trango. He'll try a 3. He will bake it in. That guy uses a little English for a 6-triple, 17-9, 40 seconds to go first quarter. He's banked in his last 2 threes of the year at Hayes Tuesday night and then tonight. And now to Levi Gwynn. Out high left to Carson Walker. 30 seconds to go first quarter. Scott City with their largest lead, 17-9. And that's going to be a charge on Nightingale. Taken that time by Efren Tarango. Their 16th foul, their 6th turnover. And Nightingale now with 2 fouls. With 25.5 seconds to go first quarter, 17-9 Scott City with an 8-point lead in the ball. Tone with it, bounce pass to Efren Tarango. Scott City needs to get a little sense of urgency getting across. They do with 18 seconds. And then Tone with it up top. Goes right side to Metzger. Corner to Efren Tarango. 11 seconds back up top. Now to Austin Tone. A 17-9 Scott City lead with 6 seconds, with 5 seconds, with 4. A screen for Metzger with 3. Right corner, Tarango fires another 3. That one a little strong, and that's in your first quarter. A 17-9 Scott City lead after one over the Ulysses Tigers as they will head to the second quarter with an 8-point lead. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
One of our locations in Scott City or Leota, visit our website at ssbscott.com or call 620-872-7224 to find out how Security State Bank can support you throughout the changes in your life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
17-9 Scott City lead after one, and dare I say this, Scott City on Tuesday night against Hayes after the first quarter was 7 of 12 from the floor. Well, tonight they start out 7 of 12 from the field. I hope it's not history repeating itself. But Scott City with the 8-point lead after one. Lawson Bailey with it. Gus Hawkins had 6 to lead Scott City. Lawson Bailey had 4, and now Mayor balls it right to Hawkins, who puts it up for his 8th point, 19-9. 7:30 to go, 40 that is to go first half. Scott City applies four-court pressure, and the steal, and Bailey with the kiss off the glass for his 6th point, 21-9, 7:31 to go first half. Time out Ulysses, a quick 4-0 run to begin this second quarter, and Scott City with a 12-point lead. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Beaver basketball.
For a new or used vehicle, check out J&R Auto Group with locations in Scott City, Oakley, and Colby. J&R Auto Group has a fully trained service and parts staff for repairs on most makes and models of vehicles in Scott City and both Oakley locations. Locally owned and operated, J&R Auto Group provide over 250 new and used vehicles in stock and ready to be delivered. Stop on in and check out J&R Auto Group LLC.com for all your vehicle needs. The dedicated team at Norder Supply is passionate about assisting our customers in achieving maximum net return per acre. That is how we define our success. Through unparalleled agronomic advice and best-in-class customer service, you can depend on us to do what is best for your operation. Ask them today about their spot-on service and how it can fill your needs. Norder Supply. Plain talk, exceptional results.
Scott City.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Scott City with 4 quick points in the second quarter. They build up a 12-point lead here as Austin Tone hustles off the inbounds, off the deflection. It goes out of bounds. Good hustle by Tone. But Scott City now up by a dozen. They're on a 9-0 run over the last almost 3 minutes of this game, and then they get a steal. Lawson Bailey will bank it up. He has 8. 23-9 with 7:26 to go first half. 8 Tiger turnovers. Lawson Bailey with 4 in a row, and a double dribble. That one was called all the way by the only official in the front court who saw it. The nearby official did not see it, but I don't know if he was looking for it or not. But Ulysses with 9 turnovers, a 7:20 to go first half. Scott City on an 11-0 run over the last 3 minutes here, and they are up by a count, make that over the last 2 minutes, 23-9. Up top as Ulysses goes to a 3-2 zone. Lawson Bailey with it. He'll go left side, lead pass to Efren Trango, drives the left baseline, kicks it up top to Austin Tone for a 3. Off the back iron, rebound reeled it into his Hawkins. He'll go up and score it. He has 8. Scott City owning the Tigers on the glass with 6:52 to go first half, 25-9. They continue their full court pressure as Ben Scott will bring it across. It's been the first time in a long time for Ulysses with the ball in their half of the court here. 6:40 to go first half. Scott City on a 13-0 run to build a 25-9 lead. Cifuentes with it, weaves his way through, runner left side, short right into Efren Trango's hands underneath, left it a little short, might have been air ball, did Cifuentes. In transition, Bailey, he'll go up strong and he's fouled, he'll get 2 free throws. Lawson Bailey and Gus Hawkins have 8 points for Scott City in the first 96 seconds of the half. Team foul number 7 on Ulysses. Scott City's only been whistled for 2. Ben Scott with his second foul, and Ulysses has 3 starters now with 2 fouls. Ben Scott, Ryan Nightingale, and Christian Jaquez. Bailey 2 of 2 at the line, make it 3 of 3. He has 9. 26-9 with 6:24 to go first half. Jace Thomas in. And Denzel Mendez, as Coach Matt Cox goes deeper to the bench, a 5'7" sophomore, had 5 in the first meeting against Scott City. Bailey's second bounces off, but rebound Jace Thomas underneath. He is going to be fouled, or they're going to call a tie-up instead of a foul, and it's going to be Ulysses basketball with 6:23 to go second quarter. 26-9. Daniel Mendez, and now almost a walk by Adrian Cifuentes in the backcourt. Back over it goes to Mendez. He'll bring it across, lead with the bounce pass to Cifuentes' right side. 2 minutes into this second quarter, a 9-0 Scott City run to begin the quarter, up 26-9. With it is Tucker Metcalf, a 6'1 junior, in for the first time for Ulysses. And then back to Mendez. He'll drive in, flip one high over Gus Hawkins for 2. 26-11, that breaks a 14-0 Scott City run. 5:50 to go first half as Ulysses has their first points of the quarter. It's a 9-2 Scott City run. Lawson Bailey with it now behind the defense to Carter Gooden to Gus Hawkins. Too far underneath the basket, but finds a way, but leaves it strong off the back board, and rebound goes to Walker. He'll push it across, and Ulysses will have it or throw it away. Their 10th turnover. A good idea that time, but just a little too excited. Of course, Ryan Nightingale right now on the bench with 2 fouls for Ulysses. He picked those up in the first quarter, but he has had just 3 points. It's 26-11 here with 5:36 to go first half. Lawson Bailey now to Dylan Metzger, still in the backcourt with it. He'll bring it to the middle, still in the backcourt. Needs to find somebody in the front court. He does so to Jace Thomas, and now here's Metzger, right baseline. Gus Hawkins from 17, too strong. Carter Gooden right there with a follow. He has 4 in his 3rd rebound. 8th offensive board for Scott City, who builds up a 17-point lead. 26-11, 5:10 to go first half. Scott City going man-to-man defense. With it is Daniel Mendez up top. Entry feed into Navarrete, backing his way to Carter Gooden. Tough shot, halfway in and out. Boy, that was good. Rebound Gooden for Scott City. Outlets it left to Jace Thomas. Dribbles behind the back. 4:55 to work first half. It's a 17-point Scott City lead with the ball. 28-11. Entry feed into Hawkins. Backs his way in, goes up strong, and scores it. He has 12. 30-11 with 4:44 to go first half. Scott City pounding it in, and Metzger with a foul in the backcourt, his first, team's 3rd. Really not a bad foul there for Metzger, not to allow Mendez to go in transition. Scott City's pretty much golden when they get behind that 1-2-2 or 2-2-1 3/4 court press by Ulysses. And they have now built up a 19-point edge with 4.5 to go first half at 30-11. Up top, Navarrete goes left side. Here's a Walker 3. No. Rebound. Carter Gooden will reel in his 5th board of the night. And then Ulysses almost forces a turnover. So Carson Walker, who is a 6'3 sophomore, he has a 3. Ulysses has 2 of their 4 field goals from downtown. Scott City's hit just 1 3 tonight, but they have pounded it inside, leading 30-11. 4:20 to go first half. Bailey's still in the backcourt with it. He'll take it across. Now needs help, finds Metzger, open right wing. He'll try a 3. Too strong that time. Rebound, though, Carter Gooden. Pump fakes, goes up strong, and he's going to get 2 free throws out of it. Metzger had a good look from downtown, but Scott City with 9 offensive boards this first half. The foul charge to Daniel Mendez, his first, or team's 8th, excuse me. I've been saying his first name wrong. That's Denzel Mendez. Apologize for that. First of 2 free throws. Oh, that one's in and out for Gooden, who's now 50% on the year at 15 of 30. Scott City now 4 of 7 tonight, or 1 of 3 in this quarter. Levi Gwynn in for Ulysses. Here with 4:08 to go second quarter. It's a 19-point Beaver lead. And Gooden trying to make it a 20-point lead as he rattles that one home. 31-11. 4:08 to go second quarter. Ronnie Weathers in for Carter Gooden. Weathers with 2 points, 2 rebounds here in this first half. Scott City applied some full court pressure and a blocking foul on Metzger. That's his second, team's fourth. And that'll send Efren Tarango to check in. Metzger just trying to get back to some game shape. Also, Austin Tone will check in. Jace Thomas and Metzger will check out. 4:07 to go second quarter. Metzger in the first 7 games averaged just under 8 points and 3 assists a game. Midway point, second quarter. Scott City's built up a 31-11 lead here in Ulysses. Up top with the Daniel Mendez. Goes left with the pass to Levi Gwynn. Now to Navarrete. Back up top to Adrian Cifuentes. Looking for a screen, but they'll flip it over right side to Tucker Metcalf. Metcalf gets a screen. 3:45 to go first half. Dribbles between legs. Gets a poke from behind, almost stolen away. Good effort by Efren Tarango on the defensive end around the screen. Cifuentes launches a deep 2. No. Hawkins will get the rebound. Is 6 of the half, and then he's fouled. 8th team foul on Ulysses with 3:32 to go second quarter. That's on Alex Navarrete, his first. Correction, their 9th team foul. And we got a 1-and-1 coming up here. Carson Walker back in for Ulysses for Alex Navarrete. So Hawkins to the line, his first trip there tonight. He's 67% on the year, has a dozen points. And make it a baker's dozen, 32-11. 3:32 to go second quarter. This is a 15-2 run for Scott City in the second quarter. When it was 12-9, it's a 20-2 run. You go back that far. Second free throw crawls in, and 14 for Hawkins. 33-11. 3.5 to go first half, and Stone with the steal. Drives left side, flips it behind his back for the layup, his first 2. 35-11. And the 11th Ulysses Tiger turnover in the half with 3:20 to go second quarter. And then a steal by Tarango, flips it to Bailey. He will lay it up and score it. Bailey with 11. 37-11, the route is on, and Ulysses burns their second full time out of the half with 3:12 to go second quarter. Scott City up 26. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
Western State Bank proudly supports Scott Community High School students and athletes as they prepare for another great year of achievements. Just as our students prepare for another successful year, we encourage you to be prepared for whatever life may bring you. Stop in and talk with the knowledgeable staff at Western State Bank, whether it be a new home loan, financing for your business, or any one of our checking and savings account options. We're here to help you. Make sure to check out all of our internet banking options provided at WSBKS.com. Western State Bank, member FDIC. And as always, go Beavers.
Go with the proven winner. I'm Michael Trout from State Farm in Scott City. When it comes to auto insurance, we score big with our policyholders. We score on competitive rates, on customer service, and on satisfaction and speedy claim handling. Let us quote your autos today and make you a part of the Trout State Farm team. Call or stop by Michael Trout State Farm and you can be assured of our personal best. Go with the winner, Michael Trout State Farm, Scott City.
To help save you money on heating costs. Free estimates available. Turner Sheet Metal Heating and Air Conditioning, South Highway 83 in Scott City, where they do whatever it takes.
Scott City is on a 25-2 run in the game. They lead by 26. And 3 minutes to go first half, and they almost force another turnover. And out high is Metcalf. He'll fire a 3. No, rebound. Reiner Weathers ripped that away from Levi Gwynn, and then he'll get held as he hits the deck, and Weathers will get the 2 free throws coming up with 2:57 to go first half. Scott City is dominating about every facet of this first half. They have 14 rebounds to just 4 for Ulysses. Levi Gwynn, his second, as I mentioned, 10th team foul. 2 free throws for Ronnie Weathers, where he's 13 of 23 on the year at the line. Scott City is 4 of 6 and now 5 of 7 in the quarter. They were 20 of 31 in the first meeting, 38-11, 2:57 to go first half. Hawkins and Efren Tarango check out. Alex Rodriguez enters for the first time tonight. Also entering for the first time is Jackson Rumford, and Weathers can't quite get that second one to drop home. Carson Walker has 4 rebounds out of Ulysses with 5. in the first half. Denzel Mendez with it, 2:50 to go second quarter. Scott City with a 38-11 lead. 6 Beavers have scored as well in this first half, but Gus Hawkins leading the way with 14, and Lawson Bailey has 11. That's 25 of the 38 points. But a lot of those are on steals and second chance opportunities. Driving in, Mendez always fouled, but he's going to get 2 free throws. Here with 2:32 to go first half. Team foul number 5 on Scott City. The foul will be charged to Lawson Bailey, his second. Bailey and Dylan Metzger each with 2 fouls. And Mendez, who's a 60% free throw shooter, is too strong on the first. Ulysses now 1 of 3 at the line. Scott City is 7 of 12. And Ulysses misses the second, but rebound Levi Gwynn, who puts it up and scores it as Jackson Rumford mistimed the jump there. 38-13, 2:20 to go first half. Tone with it, still in the backcourt now to Lawson Bailey. Bailey is still in the backcourt. He'll get it across the 10-second line, throws it right side to Rodriguez, but Gwynn steps in the front of the passing lane with a steal, slips on the floor, puts it up, and that one too strong. Rebound Lawson Bailey, and a whistle and a foul. A frustration foul, and that's going to be Gwynn's 3rd foul with 2:07 to go second quarter. And the 11th foul, 11th foul in Ulysses' half, but Gwynn has 3. And Bailey with 2 free throws coming up. He has 3 of 4 at the line. He has 11 first half points. Free throw up and crawls in. 39-13, 2:07 to go second quarter. Second free throw for Bailey is perfect as well. He has 13, 40-13. 2:07 to go first half. Hawkins and Bailey both have 13 each, and now Mendez had a low dribble, but takes it strong, goes up, and ooh, that's going to be a bailout foul. He would hit the deck there, throw up a wild shot, and draws the foul, and Ronnie Weathers his first, team 6th. 2 Beavers to check in next dead ball, but Mendez to the line for 2 more free throws. 1:59 to go second quarter. First of 2 is on the way, good. And he has 1 of 3 at the line now and has 3 points, 40-14. In is Dylan Metzger as well as Avery Knoll, the 6'1 sophomore. Second free throw pending here for Mendez, a sophomore, as good as well, 40-15. 1:59 to go first half. Knoll with it. Now to Alex Rodriguez. Almost picked up his pivot foot. Back to Knoll in the front court. Now behind the defense to Ronnie Weathers, catches it. Pump fakes, goes up, throws it up too strong. Rebound, Rodriguez tipped in the hands now of Denzel Mendez of Ulysses. Weathers was just missed it a little too strong there. 1:38 to go first half. Trying to get that one off balance there. Up top now to Tucker Metcalf. Goes right side. The pass to Avery Knoll, who got the steal. Knoll will drive left sideline, then lose the dribble, picks it back up, flips it up top to Metzger, steps into a triple. Short. Rebound, Ronnie Weathers. Dribbles it back, then goes up, banks it in for 2. Weathers with 7, make that 5, and it's now 42-15, 1:14 to go first half. Scott City with 20 boards in the first half to just 7 for Ulysses. Final minute of this period. 10 on each side of the court for Scott City. Right corner to Walker. He'll try a 3. He'll bury his second 3. 42-18, 54 seconds to go first half. That's Ulysses' 3rd triple of the night. 2 of those belong to the 6'3 sophomore. 48 seconds to go first half. Rodriguez into the front court for Scott City. Metzger with it. Scott City up by 24. They've led by as many as 27 twice. 38 seconds, second quarter. Right side it goes. Now here's Weathers up top. He'll try a straightaway triple off the heel. Rebound Ulysses in the hands of Denzel Mendez. 28 seconds to go second quarter. Weathers' 7th three-point attempt of the year. He's 2 now on the year. 20 seconds to go second quarter. Scott City's only hit 1 3 in this first half, and they're close to, I believe, a season high of first half points with 42. Down to 10 seconds to go second quarter. Up top it goes to Carson Walker with 7 seconds. 6. Walker with it. He has 6 to lead Ulysses. Up top, Cifuentes with 3. 2 seconds, 1 second, throws up a desperation heave, well short, good defense by Alex Rodriguez up top, and that's the end of your first half. Scott City goes on a 25-9 run in the second quarter, and they open up a 42-18 halftime lead here over the Ulysses Tigers. Halftime show in 3 minutes. This is Scott City basketball. This is Scott City basketball.
At American Implement, we know that our farmers and ranchers are getting up and going to work every morning to provide food, fuel, and fiber for the world. And even though time and technology keeps us constantly changing, one thing will always remain the same. We promise that we'll continue working right beside you. We appreciate all that you do for our country and our communities. From all of us at American Implement, thank you, and may God bless the American farmer and rancher.
Women at every stage of life want a healthcare experience uniquely theirs, where excellence meets elegance and healthcare is personalized just for you. Scott County Hospital and Scott City Clinic's skilled physicians and nurses will help your family prepare for the birth of your baby. The private, comfortable, secure rooms for labor, delivery, and postpartum care include jacuzzi tubs for pain management during labor. Call Scott City Clinic to set an appointment today. We put our heart in healthcare.
Deeply rooted in the heart of western Kansas, Bugamore Family Farms is an efficient, team-driven, goal-oriented farming operation dedicated to hard work, moral integrity, community involvement, and environmental sustainability. Our diverse and knowledgeable team utilizes cutting-edge technology to incorporate practices that increase the productivity and profitability of the land. The land we farm is our livelihood and our future.
For more than 65 years, Tetro has been the region's leader in intelligent, efficient, and budget-friendly plumbing and HVAC. Through pre-construction, intelligent construction services.
A big second quarter for Scott City, a 25-9 run as they've opened up a 42-18 lead here at the break over the Ulysses Tigers. Back here inside Ulysses High School, Adam Kadavy with you. I hope you're enjoying this evening so far. Steven, your studio engineer at the Mix 94.5 studios. We got the whole crew over to my left here from the Beaver Broadcasting Network as well. After it was 2-0 Ulysses, Scott City took over and led 17-9 after one. To open up the second quarter in the first 5 minutes, Scott City went on a 21-2 run. Actually, you could go even a little further than that, a 23-4 run, led by 40-13 and 42-15 for leading 42-18 here at the break. First half scoring for Scott City, Gus Hawkins pounding the paint, getting a lot of second chance opportunities, 14 points. Lawson Bailey, we had a couple of steals there as well with 13 in the first half. He had a 9-point performance in that second quarter. They have 27 of Scott City's 42 points. Ronnie Weathers, Carter Gooden, each with 5. Efren Tarango with Scott City's lone 3 of the first half. And Austin Tone with 2. Scott City had 6 fouls, also 6 turnovers. That's a good sight to see. 7 steals, 20 rebounds, 10 defensive. and 10 offensive. For Ulysses, they were led by Carson Walker off the bench. He buried a couple of threes for 6. 4 for Danzel Mendez off the bench. Adrian Cifuentes had a first quarter 3. Ryan Nightingale had 3. Did not play the second quarter with 2 fouls. Levi Gwynn had 2 for Ulysses in the first half. So that was a big story of that first half, with Nightingale not playing the second quarter because of 2 fouls. Ulysses had 11 fouls, 13 turnovers, 5 steals, 7 defensive rebounds, 1 offensive board, a total of 8 rebounds. Scott City dominating the first half with a 42-18 lead. We'll come back in 3 minutes for the rest of your first half stats and get you caught up for the second half. Back in 3 minutes. This is Beaver Basketball.
For more than 65 years, Tetro has been the region's leader in intelligent, efficient, and budget-friendly plumbing and HVAC. Through pre-construction, intelligent construction services, commercial and industrial service, residential plumbing and HVAC service, the company's values of RED, of respect, excellence, and determination can be seen through everything we do. Tetro commits to provide reliable services through team enrichment, training, and technology to be the contractor of choice.
Fairleigh Feed Yard is dedicated to investing in our facilities and staff to provide the best experience possible for the cattle feeder and, in the end, the consumers of our product. We are always in the market to purchase corn and other commodities from local producers. Call our office at 620-872-2111 for current pricing. Our dedicated employees and their families are very important to us, and we are proud of their children that are current Beavers and individuals that will grow into those roles in the future. Fairleigh Feed Yard is privileged to support Scott City youth and are honored to cheer on the Beavers.
Scott County Hospital is a highly trained team of motivated and compassionate professionals serving the needs of their community. Dr. Matthew Burns is a general surgeon whose specialty is caring for all patients with elective and emergency surgeries. Why travel for hours when you can be seen right here in Western Kansas? Dr. Burns is specially trained in colonoscopy, gallbladder, and laparoscopic surgeries, hernia repair, wound care, and much more. Scott County Hospital. We put our heart in healthcare.
Circle C
Trust
Farm.
anyone. Nathan Lennon and Peyton Ortner with Land and Legacy Real Estate are there for you. Thanks to their knowledge and experience with working in agriculture and real estate sales, each client is taken care of with attention to detail. When it's time to buy, sell, or exchange real estate, put your trust in Land and Legacy Real Estate. Contact Nathan or Peyton at 785-340-5331. Land and Legacy Real Estate, where they serve their clients with their interest at heart.
Circle C Farms is family owned and operated. They offer a complete line of top quality.
Scott City boys up 24 at the break, 42-18 here in this halftime show. Once again presented by Precision Ag and Seed. Taking a look at the rest of the first half stats. Ulysses has probably put in a call to the local fire department because Scott City's shooting the ball pretty hot. 62% from the field, 16-26, but Scott City was also 16-20 from the two-point range here in the first half unofficially. That's 80%. A lot of high percentage shots, and they also missed a few bunnies underneath, though. Scott City is just 1 of 6 on threes and 9 of 14 from the line. For Ulysses, they were 6 of 16 from the floor, 38%. They were 3 of 7 on threes, 3 of 9 on twos. Half their points coming from behind the three-point arc, and then just 2 make that 4 of 6 at the line. I think that 15, they were 3 of 6, from the line, and that first half. And so that was their scoring. Foul trouble for both teams here. Ulysses had a little bit of more foul trouble. Levi Gwynn had 3. And then Christian Jaquez and Wright Nightingale, as well as Ben Scott, each with 2. Scott City had Lawson Bailey and Dylan Metzger, each with 2. Scott City will play at home. They have a couple of huge games coming up next week. Tuesday night at home against Lakin, and I know Scott City would love to get a big win over a pretty good Lake team, still pretty good. Lakin sitting number 1 in that Kingman sub-state, and then it's Holcomb, coming up on Friday nights, and I know the Beavers love to get a better showing against the Longhorns than what they had right before the Sterling Invitational. Ulysses next week, they go to Holcomb on Tuesday, and then we'll host Cimarron on Friday, and they'll also host Garden City, go to Colby, and host Goodland the following week. It'll be Scott City's ball to begin the third 8 minutes of play with Gus Hawkins, Austin Tone, Lawson Bailey, Efren Trango, and Carter Gooden. For Ulysses, it'll be Ryan Nightingale, Ben Scott, Adrian Cifuentes, Christian Jaquez, and also Alex Neverete. Second half officially underway. Scott City's ball up by 24 and then a turnover. 7 Scott City turnover tonight. Ulysses with their first possession of the half, down 24. In the paint with it is Cifuentes. Now we'll throw it up top to Ben Scott. A lot of foul trouble for Ulysses in the first half. A lot of their main starters not playing a ton of minutes in the first half, especially Nightingale and Jaquez. As up top with it is Cifuentes. He had a 3. Ulysses had 9 of their 18 points from behind the three-point arc in that first half. Scott City played pretty good defense in that first half, built up the 24-point lead. Ulysses averages 42 points a game. Scott City right around 50.5. 7:15 to go, and that's going to be a travel up top and an unforced Tiger error, their 14th of the night. First minute of this second half, still no score either side. 42-18 Beavers up on the scoreboard. They lead the all-time series against Ulysses since 1980, 58-25. Ball tipped out of bounds. 7:02 to go third quarter. It'll stay with the Beavers. Scott City will trigger it in. 7:02 to go third quarter. Triangle will do it in the corner. And they'll get it left wing to Lawson Bailey. Bailey, a couple of dribbles out high. Now we'll flip it over right to Austin Tone. Tone with it, and then throws it away. 2 turnovers in a row to begin the half for Scott City. Not a lot of movement on offense here to begin the second half, and then flipping it up was right. Nightingale stuffed and then rebounded by Gus Hawkins, who just stood right there to reel it in. Now with it is Tone. 6:40 to go. He'll drive in strong, take it, and that's a short layup. No foul call. Rebound Ulysses back the other way with it. Driving in. Oh, that's going to be a travel on Cifuentes. Turnover. And Coach Brian Gentry is going to burn a 30-second timeout with 6:31 to go third quarter. Not a lot of flow to this second half for Scott City. Basketball brought to you by Harris Chiropractic and Acupuncture, Great Western Tire. Also, Fro Ag Service, Fro Heating and Cooling, Fro Electric, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Neil Baker, Fairley Companies, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Hugh and Berta Benz, DeKalb Bear, Shells, Flowers, and more. Brookover Cattle Company, Burning Farms, Beef Belt, Beavertown FFL, Bartlett Grain, B&H Paving, and American Implement. Also like to thank J&R Car and Truck Center for providing transportation here to Ulysses tonight. You can view their new and pre-owned inventory on their lot at J&R Car and Truck Center, West 5th Street, Scott City. Are also online at jrcarandtruck.com. As I mentioned, Scott City has won 7 of the last 9 in this series. They been dominant in this series since 1980, 58-25, and here they are with a 24-point lead. No scoring yet in the second half. It's been a sluggish start both sides, and somehow Tone tie-roped the half-court stripe. Don't know how he did that. Luckily, there's no instant replay. Left corner to Triangle up top to Tone for a straightaway triple. Bounces off. Rebound. Hawkins crashed it, lost it, then picked up by Christian Jaquez. So Scott City 0 of 3 to begin this, or 0 of 2 rather, to begin the second half from the field after 62% shooting in the first half. 2 minutes into the second half, it always evens out, doesn't it? 42-18. But Scott City has more field goals tonight than they did the entire game against Hayes, even though they have 3 fewer points. Ulysses has had 2 turnovers. They have only attempted 1 shot this half. And now up top, it's a 3 on the way for Cifuentes. Good. He has 2 threes and 6 points. 42-21, 5.5 to go third quarter. And Ulysses with the first points of the half, 2.5 minutes into this third frame. So Ulysses will pick up Scott City just across half court. The pass is to Tony's double team, gets around the screen, and now flips it right side. It was actually deflected out by the Tigers. It'll still be Scott City ball here with 5:17 here in the third quarter. Scott City up 21, but last 6 have belonged to Ulysses. That's the first time they've been on a run all night. Into Hawkins, catches it, banks it in. 16, everybody kind of napping there. 44-21, 5:12 to go third quarter. Into the front court, left with it is Wright Nightingale. Guarded by Trango, gets a screen, goes around it, looking to drive in, clicks it left side. Stepping up, Navarrete 3, airballed out of bounds to Scott City. 4:57 to go third quarter. Scott City up 44-21. And maybe they can get things going here a little bit after that follow-up by Hawkins. Bounce pass. Here's Hawkins. Up top now to Austin Tone. Bounce pass behind Bailey, who retrieves it. 4:40 to work third quarter. Now into Hawkins at the paint. He'll pull up a foul line jumper, and he's got 18. 46-21, 4.5 to go third quarter. As Hawkins with 18 points tonight and has grabbed home 7 rebounds. 3 to check in for the Beavers. Next dead ball. Up top with it is Adrian Cifuentes. He has the lone points of this half for Ulysses. They've only attempted 3 shots, 1 of 3. Scott City 2 of 4 and a whistle and a foul out high. That'll be the first foul on the half either side. Gus Hawkins is second. As Dylan Metzger, also Ronnie Weathers and Jace Thomas in for Scott City out. 3 others for Scott City had Austin Tone, also Efren Tarango, and Carter Gooden. A 25-point Scott City lead. They've led by as many as 27. We're near the midway point of this third quarter. Nightingale, guarded by Thomas, goes left side to Ben Scott. Guarded by Bailey. Bounce pass. Here's Jaquez, left lane line. Catches it, needs help. Now throws it right wing over to Cifuentes. Guarded tightly by Metzger. Now backing his win, Navarrete. Pivot move up and under. Shot up and too strong that time. Good defense by Gus Hawkins, and the rebound to Scott City's Lawson Bailey. 3:48 to go third quarter. Metzger right side. Well, cutting Weathers in the paint. Catch and shoot. In and out and back home. Boy, that was a great offensive set for Scott City. Weathers with 7. And Scott City matches their largest lead with 3:36 to go third quarter. 48-21. Throwing up a shot, missing it badly was Nightingale. And the Beavers with the board. Weathers with another one. In transition, Scott City Bailey gets underneath, throws up a wild shot right baseline, and the rebound backside to Cifuentes. That's his first board of the half. 48-21, Scott City lead at 21, and they force a turnover. 16th of the night for Ulysses. Hawkins will hand it off back to Lawson Bailey. Left side to Jace Thomas with 3 minutes to go. Up top, Bailey. Did not take the straightaway 3. And now uses up his dribble up top to Hawkins. Flip it left baseline to Weathers. Catches it. Now skips it over right side to Metzger in the right corner to Bailey. Pump fakes on the 3. Steps back. Lets the defender go by. Short on the 3. Tipped out tie. Metzger gets another crack at it. He'll try a 3. That one no. Rebound Ronnie Weathers. Catches and splits 2. And he'll get 2 free throws. So Scott City with a couple more offensive boards that time. Good job that time by Scott City. Christian Jaquez is third with 2:43 to go third quarter. Team foul number 1. Both teams with a foul each in this third quarter. We're already down to 2:43. Weathers to line for 2. Short on the first. Still trying to get back into action here, in the flow. He's been much better over the last 2 games as Carson Walker in to replace Christian Jaquez, who checks out with no points and 3 fouls. Weathers hits the second. Scott City now 10 of 16 to line, and they have a 49-21 lead with 2:43 to go third quarter. That's their largest lead of the night, as they're on a 7-0 run after Ulysses had 6 in a row, late second and early third. 2:34 to go third quarter. Up top, firing the 3, Cifuentes. His third 3 of the night. He has 9, 49-24. 2:24 to go third quarter. Ulysses has 15 of their 24 points from behind the arc. And a whistle and a turnover, as they say. I don't know if they called Bailey for over and back, I believe. That's the 9th turnover. Out is Gus Hawkins, and back in is Jackson Rumford for Scott City. Up by 25. They've led by as many as 28. Now Nightingale with it. Goes by a couple. Pulls up over Rumford and too strong. Rebound Rumford for Scott City. Nightingale just 3 points tonight. Scott City's really giving him fits. 2:05 to go third quarter. Thomas needs help. Finds Jackson Rumford out high. Trying to extend the zone. Rumford bounce pass right corner to Dylan Metzger. Under 2 to go third quarter. His first game back in over a month. Underneath the Weathers, catches a bank shot, good. He has 9, make that 10. And it is 51-24, 150 to go third quarter. Scott City up by 27. Weathers with 5 points in the period. 3 Beavers in double figures tonight. Up top now to Carson Walker, goes left side of the pass over to Ryan Nightingale. Guarded tightly by Thomas, drives in the paint, flips it over to spinning Navarrete, almost walked with it, goes up, bank shot too strong, rebound Dylan Metzger. Scott City with a 27-point lead in the ball, minute 20 to go third stanza. Now lobs it left baseline to Weathers, catches it, ball deflected and a turnover the 10th. He tried to skip it across around that zone, but Ulysses got their hands. Now taking it strong up and laying it up is good for Nightingale. He has 5, 51-26, 1:08 to go third quarter. And just his first basket since the first quarter. Rumford with it, right baseline, gets it stripped out of his, they're going to say he touched it last. Turnover number 11. I thought Nightingale knocked it out of his hands, but I guess he didn't. Coach Brian Gentry not happy with his team, calls a full timeout here with 1:01 to go third quarter. It's 51-26 Scott City, back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
Circle C Farms is family owned and operated. They offer a complete line of top quality farming services. Circle C Farms is now offering grid sampling and precision fertilizer applications. They have the right equipment for your job, and as always, they bring you tomorrow's technology to today's farming. So stop on by and visit with Steve and Ted about your needs, or just give them a call at 620-872-3299. Circle C Farms is a proud sponsor of the Beaver Broadcasting Network.
Your communications. We're your community connected.
It's Ulysses ball out of the timeout. Scott City with a 51-26 lead. They've outscored Ulysses just 9-8 in this third quarter, under a minute to go third period of play. Ulysses with the ball. Tucker Metcalf goes right side of the wing to Nightingale, off a screen up top to Carson Walker. Walker now left side. It's Tucker Metcalf driving in, pulls up in the paint. Right side to Nightingale. Thomas guarded him. He'll drive in, hangs, shoots, and scores it. Nightingale with 7, and it's 51-28 here with 30 seconds to go third quarter. And now Ronnie Weathers, left baseline, gets stripped, picks it up, fires it to Thomas. Underneath the Rumford, power dribble. Goes up, he's fouled, he'll get 2 free throws. Ryan Nightingale collects his third foul with 23.8 to go third quarter, team second of the half. And so Jackson Rumford, who's 4 of 5 at the line tonight, or on the year, looking for his first points of the night. 6 out of 10 Beavers have scored tonight. Rumford trying to make that 7 out of 10. Scott City 10 of 16 at the charity line tonight. Free throw, good. Make it 7 Beavers have scored, 52-28, 23.8. Adrian Cifuentes in, replacing Nightingale, will check out with 7 points and 3 fouls. Scott City's really done a good job of keeping him in check, especially from the word go, and got him into foul trouble early on. Rumford's second is good as well. He has 8. Did not score in the first meeting, 53-28. 20 seconds left in this third. Ulysses within the backcourt. Tucker Metcalf will bring it across, guarded by Jace Thomas. Cifuentes checks out with those 3 fouls. 10 seconds to go off the screen up top. It's Walker for 3. Wide right, long rebound to Walker. That's Carson Walker. He has his 5th board of the night, and a whistle and a travel. Their 17th turnover of the night with 3.5 seconds to go third period. Scott City, they've Reynolds inbounded in. Final minute or seconds of the third quarter into Metzger with 3.5 seconds with 2-1, and he will not get a shot off, and that's the end of your third quarter. 53-28, Scott City with an 11-10 run in the third quarter goes up by 25 as we head to the fourth quarter. Back in a minute. This is Beaver basketball.
Scott City Ice.
Academics and activities in Beaver Nation. Go Big Blue!
53-28, Scott City with a 25-point lead. Remember earlier today, Scott City wrestling at the GWAC at home against the rest of the league there. They picked up the tournament win, a 5th straight GWAC title. Waylon Ricker was third at 106. Evan Fry second at 113, it looks like. 120, Aiden Preston was second. Colin McDaniel fourth. He injury defaulted at 126. Cesar Peregrino second at 132. Alex Rodriguez first at 138. Zach Roboff first at 145. We'll try to get some other results. We'll have them online as well at westernkansasnews.com. Fourth quarter, here's Ulysses ball down 25. Ryan Nightingale back in there, and Scott City almost forces a turnover. Hard to see in the right corner, but here's Ben Scott for three. I saw that. Short rebound, Lawson Bailey. And Scott City with a 25-point lead. They've led by as many as 28 in the game. I did see Ben Scott's three. That was tough to see some of the others, but Hawkins has their 18. Here's alley hoop, and the lob up and in for Gus Hawkins for his 20th point. 55-28, 7:20 to go. And a good fourth quarter start there for Scott City. Hawkins hits the 20-point mark. Ball down the hands of Navarrete. Up top, here's Christian Jonquez driving in. Euro step layup, no. Rebound tipped. Ulysses saves into play. Still loose. And it's Carter Gooden who wrestles it away, and that'll be a reach and foul on Ulysses. Jonquez did everything right with beauty, but could not finish it. Cifuentes is first, team's third. Here with 7:01 to go. Scott City's owned the glass 27-11 tonight in a 55-28 game. Hawkins has 20, Lawson Bailey 13, Ronnie Weathers has 10 for Scott City. Cifuentes has 9 on 3 threes to lead Ulysses. He also had 9 in the first meeting. Tone out high for a triple. Buries it! Tone with his 20th three, and it's a 30-point game here with 6:44 to go. 58-28. So Tone with 5 points and hits his 20th three of the year in the process. 6.5 to go in this game. 58-28 Scott City. Left side over to right Nightingale. Efren Tarango, Jace Thomas have done a good job on him tonight. Tarango just fouls for the first time. Team's second of the half with 6:23 to go. Not a bad foul as Nightingale was driving in. With 6:23 to go. Should be a running continuous clock here. It's a 30-point game. In will be Tucker Metcalf, replacing Adrian Cifuentes. 58-28. Now they'll run the clock here with 6:20 to go. So we have 2 running clocks here tonight, girls and boys. Screen here for Tucker Metcalf, looking to drive in. Now Jonquez will step back and fire a 3 off the back iron. Rebound. Lawson Bailey launches a little higher than Ben Scott for the board. Scott City up big here in transition. Tone with the left side. And bounce pass up top to Bailey. Scott City's only hit 2 threes tonight, and then Bailey gets it stripped out of his hands. 12th turnover for the Beavers. 5:48 to go, 58-28 your score. And in transition, right corner, as a new 5 will check in for Scott City next dead ball. A couple of newcomers to the game as well tonight. Spin move in the paint. Nice up under move for Jaquez. He has his first points. 58-30 with 5.5 to go. Gets that around Hawkins. Bailey he kept the pivot foot down, and now to Austin Tone in the front court with 5:25 to go. Bounce pass thrown away and a turnover. 13th turnover is in transition. Metcalf will lay it. Blocked there by Tone, and the rebound to Efren Tarango. Tarango with the left wing. 5:10 to go in this one. 58-30 Scott City. And shot up, no. Rebound, here's Efren Tarango. 4:54 to go. And shot underneath for Hawkins is good. He has 22. 60-30 with 4:49 to go. It's a timeout for substitution purposes. As Denzel Mendez in for Ulysses as well. Scott City has Lakin at home on Tuesday. 32nd timeout here with 4:49 to go. 60-30 Scott City. I guess it's going to be a switch to a full, but we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Mentioned some of the other results from GWAC. Houston Frank placed 4th at 152. Jacob Irwin was 4th at 160. Alonzo Francis 3rd at 170. Cale Wither was champion at 182. Brady Wilker 3rd at 195. J.P. Harris was 2nd at 220. And Josh Jacobson was 3rd at 285. So that's how that went. Girls-wise for today, Jacqueline Garcia was 3rd at 109. Cameron Connor 4th at 115. Harley Roberts was 2nd at 115. And Brooklyn Gossman was 3rd at 120. That was all the wrestlers, I believe, for the girls today. Some of those were the only ones in there. But Scott City boys wrestling, they won the team race by 3 points over Goodland, 178-175. Colby 153. 5-time league champions, the Scott City wrestling team. Scott City boys basketball here tonight. They're looking to go to 2-0 in the league. They haven't done that in a long time. Up 60-30 with 4:49 to go here in the ball game. As I mentioned, there's a new 5 for Scott City. You get Alex Tarango, the freshman, in for the first time. Also, Dylan Duff, the 5'9 sophomore, in for the first time. And back in, you got Alex Rodriguez. And whistle and a foul out high. Alex Tarango, his first. Got a little excited there. Team's 3rd of the half with 4:30 and a continuous clock here in the 4th quarter. Also have Avery Nolan and Jackson Rumford in there. So 13 suited up. 13 get to play tonight. All right, corner goes to Ben Scott. He'll launch a 3. Short. It goes over the backboard and out of bounds to Scott City with 4:09 here in the continuous clock here in the 4th quarter. Alex Tarango, the 5'9 freshman. And now Rumford underneath the Tarango, right side. Rodriguez will launch a 3. Short rebound. Alex Rodriguez gets it. Scott City with another offensive board tonight. 13 offensive boards. Duff, Jackson Rumford with it. 3:40 to go in the game. Up top to Alex Rodriguez. Scott City up by 30. Left side to Rumford, looking for a cutter as he gets the ball stripped. Now he'll put on the floor, finds Noel in the paint. Gets stripped from behind. Now loose on the floor, picked up by Rodriguez. Now Noel will drive in. Here's Duff for a right side 3. Almost banked it in, but Noel with another follow. Another offensive board put back for Scott City. They have turned into the Windex men tonight. 62-30 with 3:17 to go. Those backboards have been cleaned up by Scott City all night, especially on both ends of the court there. 17 defensive and 13 offensive boards. A 3 is good in the left corner for Denzel Mendez. 62-33 with 3 minutes to go. Scott City 8-7, a critical stretch in the sub-state standings coming up here with Lakin and Holcomb next week. Duff with it. Goes right side underneath Alex Tarango. Tried to wrap around pass. Knocked out of bounds with 2:45 to go. And it'll be Devin DeLay for the first time, a 5'9 senior. If you're looking at the sub-state standings coming into tonight, Scott City's boys are sitting in that 5 spot. Them and Hoisington have identical records at 7-7. Russell at 8-6. And then you got Phillipsburg at 9-6. And Norton at 8-5. TMP at 10-3. 3 in the right corner, no. Rebound Jackson Rumford. Duff will try another 3. That one off the heel. Rebound, though, to Ryan Nightingale for Ulysses. So a couple of 3s attempted by the Beavers. 2:10 to go in this one. Right corner goes to Danzel Mendez, up top to Christian Jaquez. So a lot of freshmen playing and sophomores playing against a bunch of seniors here. Navarrete is a sophomore. Here's a three for Jaquez. No, rebound Knoll grabs his second board of the night. Final 2 minutes in this one. Scott City up 62-33. They're going to get to 8 and 7. Here's Rumford hanging, shooting. No, he gets his own follow-up and another offensive board for the Beavers tonight. He has 4, his first field goal. 64-33, 1:38 to go. Scott City, with that basket, hit their season high of points. And a timeout for Coach Matt Cox for substitution purposes. They'll bring in Hayden Graber, a 6-foot sophomore, and Armani Isak, a 6'2 sophomore. As all 12 of their subs checked in. Yes, 1:33 to go, yes. But it's not going to be an easy stretch for Scott City down the next 5 games here. Lakin and Holcomb next week. Holcomb at number 7. They lost to Hugoton at Hugoton by 13 the other night, which is not, I would say it could have gone either way, but maybe the margin was a little bit of a shocker there. But Hugoton's been playing pretty good. And Scott City gets Hugoton and then Colby back-to-back nights, both on the road. Ball deflected by teammate now to Rumford. Catches it in the paint. Spin move, tough shot, no. Left it a little short. Here's Ulysses back the other way with Graber. Final minute of this one, 64-33. Right corner, Navarrete, a 3, too strong. Rebound, Duff tried to get it. They'll say he's last to touch it. And it goes out of bounds, and that'll help run some time off the clock. 42 seconds in this one. So Scott City, that has to feel pretty good for them to be on the other side of the running clock here. 35 seconds left. They have just, that second quarter, played some outstanding defense, and a whistle and a foul on the floor and 2 free throws for Hayden Graber here with 30 seconds and a running clock, and that might about close this game out. Alex Rodriguez is first, team's third of the half. I'll tell you, if there's one way, if you can't get into the scorebook by scoring, you can get into the scorebook by fouling. Free throw good for Hayden Graber. He's just 1 of 3 in varsity this year, 64-34. 4 seconds, and this will probably about close this game out here. Ulysses 4 of 7 in line, 4 of 8. They get the rebound by Mendez, and that's it. 64-34. Scott City dominates this game. Most lopsided win in this series for the Beavers. Gosh, you got to go all the way back to maybe 2015 when they won 81-50. It's been that long. 64-34, Scott City blows out Ulysses here at home tonight to get to 8 and 7 on the year, 2-0 in the league. Ulysses drops to 1 and 12. They have lost 10 in a row. They're 0-1 in conference. Post-game show to begin in 3 minutes. This is Beaver basketball.
Been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Scott City community since 1999. Our experienced eye doctors offer comprehensive vision examinations at our Scott City optometry office and specialize in the diagnosis and treatment of a wide array of eye diseases, conditions, and problems. We use advanced diagnostic technology and are committed to improving the quality of life of persons in the Scott City community through enhanced vision. Give yourself the gift of clear vision. Schedule an appointment with Joshua J. Gooden,